saying, except, it's a 10-year felony.
A bunch of those people are like veterans, and maybe they have PTSD or mental illness or something. And I feel like throwing the book at them is overkill when they're probably just a bit confused.
Yeah. No, but I have a feeling a lot of those people are about to lose their very deeply held gun rights from the fact that they're now going to be felons.
See, that's a topic that I'm very pro Second Amendment. I don't like
Yeah.
any talk of gun restriction at all.
Not even for felons?
I don't like any talk of that at all. In fact, I think
Okay.
everybody should it should be mandatory. Everybody has a gun training course and has to own a gun for their own personal protection. I
Yes,
feel like that should be mandatory. The training
Agree to
course
disagree.
and the possession.
I'm so like pro Second Amendment that I believe that people should have more than just like what people consider like regular firearms of like assault rifles, shotguns, and pistols. I'm like, if the whole purpose of arming the citizens is to be able to stop like government military takeover and that they have to protect themselves from domestic invasion, that they need like rocket launchers, tanks, and other shit like that, and anti-air guns.
I like the Libertarian Party because they make all these memes where they're like, if vote for Joe Jorgensen and everybody can have their own rocket launcher and tank. Because the Libertarians are like, anybody can have any kind of weapon. It says so in the Constitution. A little bit extreme.
So that crazy neighbor down the street.
Like that
starts,
is just if you
throwing...
want it to be functional, because I don't think like civilians with just armed with like handguns and assault rifles and shotguns would be able to do anything if like the military decided to carpet bomb states.
I'm not getting into any of this.
Yeah,
we're streaming again.
Let's
not.
This stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
We're streaming again.
I have my own views, and they are the complete opposite of all of yours, and I am not getting into an argument tonight. I'm here for fun.
Yeah, I'm not here to argue. Yeah, everybody is entitled to their opinion. That's cool.
Yep.
We can disagree on stuff. We're not here about that. We're here to play some D&D.
I disagree upon your disagree.
I disagree on your argument.
The stream is back up. The table's back up. The magic items are still missing.
Let's agree to disagree about your agreement of disagreeing to this agreement.
There is a very slim chance I still have notes about what those magic items were, but
Formal protest.
But I don't know. Let me see here. Found on Giant, there was a magic sling. Do you guys have a record of that?
Wasn't he using it as a jockstrap?
Yes.
Yes.
Gross.
All right. So 1+1 magic banana hammock. There was a short sword that was magic. Does anybody have a record of that one?
What is this? Gold scimitar and iron curse. Those were like the curse things, right?
Yeah.
Swing found.
I knew I have to spend an hour at some point uncursing myself so that my acne goes away.
With your
I
you have
picked up that
the gold scimitar of anxiety. Your charisma is reduced to 8. So you have become a sweaty nerd with acne. Boy, that's a cool weapon. Gold scimitar of anxiety.
Curse that once I got back to town, I got rid of that nonsense.
Did you identify the mall, or did you just hand that off to Arid to use?
No, he's got it. It's a +1 adamantine earth breaker of humanoid killing.
Is it? I've got a different mall marked here.
There's the mall that swings that attacks by itself that Rikuro has.
Okay, he's got the animated mall. That's on my list here.
Yeah.
Which he hadn't used the animated part yet. Which
he's just used it to club things in the face with before he turns into a werewolf.
I have in my notes that there was an iron cuirass that was left in a tent.
Iron what?
An iron cuirass.
Got that cure
I
for
mean,
your ass.
I think
It's
we
the
pulled that around because we kept making queer ass jokes.
it's the full plate torso armor.
All right. Okay. I found the magical items. It was just on different note cards somewhere else on the board. We had the acid resist bronze split mail, the force burst silver katana thing of sacrifice, uh,
The net.
greater lightning
That's
cotton barb net, and acrobatic studded leather.
yeah.
Okay, I have to go
And
through all
then
the stuff and sell it. Did anyone want any of this stuff, or did any want to get rid of this on this list before I just start calculating things and selling shit?
I thought we were gonna keep the ring of swimming just on the off chance we end up in water at some point.
Okay.
Um, I'm not sure if we planned on using the immovable rod as a utility item at some point or not.
Why not? Just keep it.
Electrical resistance, I mean, that's easy to just toss on anybody. I mean, there's no reason not to keep that. Didn't you want the splint mail of oh no, it's heavy armor. So you said you couldn't use it, right?
Yeah. I mostly kind of wanted the acrobatic thing, but it's just for checks, so I don't know.
So you're talking about tossing this splint mail on your henchman so he can join us next time. Because he's a fighter and he can wear the heavy armor.
Yeah. I
And
don't
then we had
remember
talked
what
about
armor he was wearing.
selling the katana because nobody that is a spellcaster that can use the sacrifice thing can actually use it,
Yeah, plus I already have one. Not a katana,
right?
a sacrifice weapon.
And we had talked about selling the net because nobody wants to use a net that can electrify, that can taser things once.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember you saying that you were looking at the acrobatic armor as a possible upgrade for your armor. Well,
The acrobatic armor.
yeah. And then
I forgot what my armor is. My armor is just regular breastplate.
yeah. Then there's this one here that has a bunch of relatively mundane stuff other than the void prison, which I thought was getting moved into the castle.
Rick because of the town event that I rolled up. Are you here, Caster Blaster?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, listen to this.
Mhm.
Town event, empty kegs, bar is locked. Gambling hall costs changed by -50%, brothel costs changed by -50%. Because the bar is locked, your bar is now the only bar in town, which means you're going to get twice as much business.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to give you advantage on any kind of rolls you make for how much money your bar makes, and you'll have twice as many patrons.
So it was like a D100, 2D100s or something?
Ooh. Long, have you seen this one here? There's a bunch of magic stuff in here too. There's a
I
staff
got
of eight.
I got an 87.
I have not.
So that's 2D8 times 5. So I'm gonna guess that's 48 times 5.
There's a ton of money on this one here too. Oh, the half plate on page 2 over here. You can take that off because that's what Father Aird's wearing.
How many downtime days were we taking again? 11 or?
Okay. Well, you wanted 2 weeks, which is
Okay.
14 days, but one of those days, let's see, you had a week of downtime, and then you had 1 day of adventuring, and then you came back, and then we're gonna do a full 14 days from that point, I guess.
90 gold.
So, Mad God, you'll have to calculate a couple weeks of your farmsteading.
Oh yes, that. There's also the gold. Right, hang on. Right, 2004, 3.
Are you gonna want to recruit the recruits this week and next week?
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Just give me a second. I have to
I didn't
find out again how much money I owe you. Saved objects. Money. You have to add 15,475 gold to Dante's reserves for all that money I spent training.
15,000?
Yep.
What, were they all like getting to level 5?
Well, remember, they were all at rank 1. So yeah, that was getting everything to rank 5.
I don't think you can do that in 14 days, can you? Each rank
you
up
One
takes
day.
1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 days. We took each rank up takes 1 day. I did all the math. Hang on. Hang on, it's in my book.
Okay, wait. So what? You got 4 skills, and how many rank ups was that?
Hang on. I told you I'll get my book. Give me a second. I put it in a book. Where's my book?
Like, if it's 4 times 4, that's 12. So that's 12 days. I guess that's doable.
Where's
Or
my
no,
book?
is that 16? If it's 16, then you don't have enough days.
Just give me a second. I'll get my book. Okay, I got my book. It's in my hand. It was underneath the pile of shit. Right. So, ranking up takes 1 day. Now I'm just finding the page of the book. Stupid drawing, stupid drawing, stupid drawing. Aha! Here we go. Right. Okay, so I ranked 2 skills by up to level 2. Yeah, 2 skills were ranked up to level 2 twice. Hang on. Shall I just give you the ultimate number?
Okay, 2 skills go from level 1 to 2. That's 2 days.
It's 11 days that I spend.
'Kay.
I spent 2 days ranking up 2 skills to level 2. I spent 2 days ranking up 2 skills to rank 3. I spent 4 days. No, I spent 3 days. Are you even listening? Because I can barely follow this myself. Long story short, it took 11 days because I had some skills back up. Not all of my skills were level 0. Illumination was at rank 3 and Divine Comfort was at rank 4.
All right.
So that gave me a hand.
As long as you did all the correct tallying, it's fine.
I did all the correct tallying.
All right, so I've made some NPCs here.
Actually, this is a good opportunity. Everyone go to the Hamlet. I can show you all what I found. Okay, so Zolder's here. Long?
Yep.
Can you come to the Hamlet, please?
You found blue
Are you
water.
moving?
Well, I'm waiting for him to come before I spawn it in. He's a surprise. Long!
Doing some accounting.
All right, so Mad God, a couple of people have responded to your want ad and will show up at your doorstep.
Not that.
Do you wish to pay the 1 gold per day to hire these 2?
Probably, but later. I want to show the thing I found.
Okay. Oh wait, you meant like my camera. You want me to see it?
Yes.
I thought you meant get He-Man bubs over there. Like.
I found this. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
A box,
A circle.
a flat
Why do we want
circle.
Ah, but this is a very special circle. Okay, so if you press the green button, hang on, let me give a example over here. Okay, so if you press, oh fuck, I got teleported. Right, if you press the green button, it gives you a line of distance between where you want to go.
Mm.
It's keyed into whoever touches it last. So it's also very specific.
Well,
not for these. Hang on.
this menu.
Oh my gosh.
I think I need to do a little bit of recalibrating, but it won't take long. There's also, yep, conditions. You found it. So it'll circle with important conditions if we decide that's necessary.
Is it based on the grid size like this?
Yeah, it's based on the grid size.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not based on the grid size. It's based on whatever tiles the grid is set at. So it'll probably have to change with the tiles. So, for example, bring it over to the darkest dungeon. I'll put it at the entrance. Yeah, because I set them for these boxes. So make sure it's in the middle. and press the line. There we go. See, it's exact.
Not really.
Nope.
Yeah, it is.
It's off by 5 feet.
It's off by 5 feet.
You'd
5,
have
and you get
to
this point
you'd have
10.
to place the piece in the first box in front of your figurine.
I don't know what you guys are seeing. It's right on my screen. 5, 10. I go over here. It goes to 15.
Okay, well,
Right.
if you're in this space and you want to hit this space, it'll read 10 when you're marking it here if it's here. But if you're here, it'll read 15 here, and that's not 15 feet from there.
Should be from the line.
Or
What
not
grid
15
do you
feet
use?
from here, I mean.
What grid are these boxes using?
5.
Well, it's... Let's see. The grid size is
5 press-
0.67.
If I press toggle and I press grid projection on this tile,
Well, you can see the grid projection is considerably smaller than these cards are. If I
you can
put,
change
put
the
it like
grids.
this, that might make it more accurate.
Tell me what number. Not exactly. It's a little off. Tell me what number the grid is on. Okay, so right now the grid is at 0.7.
1.16.
1.16. Okay.
Now
hang
you're
on.
looking at the offset. It's the number under that.
Is the oak pellet crossbow a magical
Not
item
oak
or some
crossbow.
special item? Because it doesn't have like a price list. Are we using that? Or are we
There you
selling
go. 5, 10.
It's a mundane item.
it? Okay. So just mark it as like crossbow.
Let's get the default stats from Grit and Glory. If it's
I'd
unlisted,
put 3 things that we didn't have prices for on the cards, Ninja. In the chat. The tabletop chat.
The filter of love and the
Yeah,
staff
right.
of adder. I got the price for those. They're just standard things.
You have to remember it's
Okay.
based
I
on
don't know about that.
it's based on where the line is, not where your finger is. So 5, 10, 15. Even if I go to this box, it's still 15 because of diagonals, which I think is really cool.
yeah, now that the grid is more appropriate, it seems to be doing the right thing.
Now it works. But yeah, there's also the if I press unconscious, unconscious will be there. A stack if there's already there. Unconscious character.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
knows it's an
already
unconscious
already
character.
saved it. So, couple rules questions for you, Ninja, just regarding some of Father Aird's new abilities. So, I chose for speed. I chose Crusher, which is pretty. It's one of the new ones from Tasha's, which is pretty easy.
What's it
Basically,
called?
just means that Crusher.
Okay.
Basically, where is it?
Check out
What
this
it
animated
does.
dragon.
So what it does is that when he attacks and does bludgeoning damage with his mace, I can
Ooh, fine dragon.
do a 5-foot shove in addition to the damage. So basically, my hits are so strong it pushes them back 5 feet. And then if he does a critical hit, then all attacks against him until the start of my next turn by anybody attacking him have advantage. Basically, it like shocks him.
Ninja, where the hell
but
was
the-
this
the-
dragon when we were killing the fucking dragon?
Well, I just found this yesterday, so this
No
is the first
excuses.
time I've ever seen it, and it's awesome.
It is awesome. I do not deny
It's
that.
straight out of World of Warcraft.
But my question was the great weapon fighting style, which I chose for Father Air for the fighting style. It's very vaguely worded. It says you can reroll a 1 or 2 on damage dice with melee weapons wielded with 2 hands.
Mhm.
Would that include the bonus damage that he does with against humanoids, or would it include the smite damage that paladins can do? Because
No.
that's added as just weapon
that ability
damage.
is exclusive to the base weapon damage. So if you have like
So just the 2d6 from
yeah,
the maul,
yeah, just the 2d6,
not anything else.
not
Okay.
anything else, as far
Got
as
it.
I know. I mean, if you can find a rule that disputes that, I'll agree with whatever the rule is. But as far as I know, no.
I looked it up because I was curious because it seemed vague to me, and it seems vague to people online because it's like half the people are saying, well, if you read it literally, rules as written, then anything that adds to the weapon's damage, which includes like smite and other certain, like burst damage type of stuff, works. And then other people are saying no, it's clearly meant to just affect like the base weapon stats. And so
Yeah,
that's why I was asking, because
I'm on the base weapon stats side of that. It
that
seems
seems
more
fair to
balanced
me.
that way.
Well, yeah, because it's like if I do one smite, that's like an extra 3d6. And it's like now I'm rolling 5d6 and re-rolling all ones and twos. It's like that's hella strong.
That's
Like
a
more than I
lot of
thought was worth.
advantage.
Yeah. So the fact that the weapon has sundering and I chose Crusher already means it's got a stupid amount of special abilities going on with it. So if I get a crit with this weapon, he's stunned from the sundering, from the wounding ability on the Earthbreaker, and from my Crusher ability. All hits have advantage on them as well. So if he can actually land some hits, he'll be hurting stuff. Right, so Father Arid is training for his 2 weeks. I think Zolder's going to be doing a bunch of scrolls because we just
fine.
went through so many first level spells last time we were in the dungeon.
God damn
So
it. Carry on.
so Ninja, Zolder's going to be crafting 11 first level scrolls. Do you need to know which ones they are? I was going to just figure that the math out later, which ones. But he's going to craft 11 first level scrolls and do 3 potions of the regular potions of healing.
Okay, that's fine.
And so that's 14 times 25 gold, whatever that works out to. I'll do the math in a little bit. Let's see, 10, 25. So that's 350 gold.
Okay, so rest of my stuff is tedious. I'm essentially done with most of what I need to do to
Except
set
for
up.
the RP
Oh,
stuff and hirings.
yes,
Do
hirings.
you want to get to that part?
Yes, I would love to get to that part. Before we do, I need you to create a character model. Not a character model. I'll send you in a picture. 1 second, just have to find it because
Alright.
I'm doing
If
this.
you thought the dragon was cool, look at this fucker. Undead Colossus. He's got a pirate cannon ship minigun arm.
Hang on. Right, where? Oh, this guy.
On the
Ooh.
map. The town
Why
map.
didn't the ship turn to this?
Well, once again, I didn't have this model until yesterday when I
Excuses.
looked at the workshop.
He literally has a gun on his leg. Oh, no, weapon.
Bam! Look at
Wait,
that.
where?
Look at that.
Where's this thing?
Yeah, look at the town map in the corner. He's about to blast the party. Bam!
What the hell?
Really make this Final Fantasy.
Stomp.
You know,
He's
he
gonna stomp on
reminds me a
He-Man.
little bit of the Captain whatever his face from Lego Movie. Like when he gets his body. Have you guys watched Lego Movie?
Yes, I know what
yeah.
you're talking about. With that fucking Pratt in it. You know, Chris Pratt.
Everything
Yeah,
is
yeah.
awesome.
When you're part of a team.
Ninja, not that I want you to add them to the board right now because it would crash us all out again. But when you get a chance, do you think you could update my occultist and leper cards?
The boards with your new ranks and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because abyssal artillery it's showing as rank 4. It should be rank 5. It's been rank 5 for like forever.
Gotcha.
And then just the updates I did to rank 3 on 3 of his 4 leper abilities.
Yeah, we might not have a ton of combat this session here, so we can sort
Yeah,
all that out in between games.
it's not like I can't look it up anyway.
Oh, of course, right. It'll just take me some time to produce an image and upload it and copy it in here, and we don't want to crash everyone out multiple times.
No, I was thinking more of this being like our real life downtime activity
Yes.
for you.
All right. Did anybody else need to do downtime things?
Done everything I had to do.
Father Arid has 2 weeks of activities he could do.
Well, he trained a lot.
Oh, he did. So he's got, let's see, he did 1 week. So he's got 1 week. He did 6 days of training. So he's got 1 week. Could he do a religious service check?
Sure.
Okay. Let me see what his religion. Religion +1, or what is the other one he can do? Religion or a persuasion. Persuasion +2. I guess he'll do persuasion because he's +2 to persuasion, whereas he's only +1 religion because he's got stupid penalties, literally. And then he does not get any type of bonuses for the fact that he's a paladin or anything like that. That he's a religious person, correct?
Nah, I don't think so. So sort of entry level, you're going to be dealing with Father
He's
Gregory.
18.
Father Gregory at the Rundown Abbey. 18's pretty good. I think that earns you a favor. So after a week of helping Father Gregory with all of his religious services here in town, you see a lot of the peasants come through, and a lot of them seek healing or treatment or just prayers and blessings and whatnot. And so, because you've helped out for the whole week, Father Gregory asks how he could repay you. What do you want? Do you want some holy water?
You don't have
Sure.
to make a decision now.
I don't know what favors are worth in the religious service and like what's available.
Well, it says typical favors include scrolls, healing potions, holy water, or low-level spells. You're going to gain some renown, so now Father Gregory appreciates that you've helped him in the past, and that'll count for something. And it gives you, that little bit of fame among the religious community here in the hamlet. So,
And one day you'll be as famous as me.
Well,
you could just bank it and say, you owe me one, Father Gregory. And then in the future, if you need something from him, you could just call in your favor.
Yeah, why not?
I think Mad God's done that a few times when he goes to the nobility. If he rolls well, he's like, well, I've got 2 favors that I can turn in for like a magic item or something later.
Yep. I'm sorry, Elairon, we just can't give you this. It's too much. But I earned it. Oh, fuck, we can't turn him away. No.
I mean, he would turn down, let's say, a scroll of Shield of Faith so he can be better prepared next time he goes into combat.
I mean, you get like
First
3
level spell.
or 2.
And this thing says it takes 30 weeks to make a suit of plate mail.
Wait, what?
30 weeks.
I don't think that's realistic, is it?
That's one man. So if you had a team of people, you could do it in less. I think maybe when Pig Needle got his armor made, he had like 4 additional people working on it or something.
Okay, I have done a bunch of calculations. I readjusted the guild bank. So I sold a bunch of stuff, which added up to 7,469 gold and some change.
Oh, I may have fucked up a little bit.
And then I added all our coins and gems that are full price, and our total for our party gain for going in the darkest hellhole is 10. Right now is 953 gold and a copper.
How much each?
That's not each. That's just total of what we got so far.
950 gold.
10,953 gold.
Oh, I didn't hear the 10,000. That was like 953 gold. What?
It seems
There was
low.
also-
Right. It seemed a
there
little
was
low.
also the acid resist split mail, which I was debating on selling or not. That would add another 1,300 if we sold that. But I sold
Well, I
everything
mean,
else off.
Rather than sell it, I mean, Father Aaron could use it. I just thought you were going to give it to Smitty so he could join us next time.
He's already wearing heavy armor, but the thing is, his heavy armor it allows him to have a +2 dex modifier, but he doesn't have any dex modifier. He just has 10. But the armor is a magical one that allows him to fly for 10 minutes, 14 times a day if you want.
I see.
So I don't know if I want to remove his flying armor.
Well, that is what,
The
plus
action.
1 splint mail, plus
But the
acid
+3
resistance.
AC is really nice for him. What is Father Aaron wearing right now? Medium?
He's got +1 half plate and a +1 full helm. So
I got this
right
thing off
now
the
with-
workshop. Check it out. I'm gonna put it on He-Man.
On me.
I'm gonna try. All right, there we go. He-Man, uninjured. He-Man, barely injured. He-Man, injured.
Oh, so health
He-Man,
boost.
badly
Nice.
injured. He-Man, near death.
You'll never
He-Man
see that
is
color.
dead.
It's like a
That's kind
spore.
of cool.
Aren't there only like 4 health conditions of like being healthy, wounded, or whatever at least in Great Glory?
Yeah.
Question.
I don't know if I'd actually use this for its intended purpose. I'd probably just use this as like a prop in a wizard's lab somewhere. Just because it's a cool floating crystal with a particle effect.
Zagra Dubi. Shalafa Matu.
But if your character's about to die and you want to throw one of these crystals on yourself to let the party know, hey, I only have 3 hit points left, you might want to.
I've kind of
He-Man.
liked saying that instead of being like, hey guys, I'm at this many hit points out of this many hit points. I'm just like, look, he's bloodied. Look at him. This
Right.
is-
My floating
more
crystal's
realistic.
red. Do you know what that means? My liver's hanging out.
I mean, I would just adjust it based on a percentage of my health, which is basically what the what is it, Great and Glory says to do. Like when you're at like half or a quarter, you just look at the crystal and be like, oh, you can tell this dude's fucking hurt.
Yep.
You should probably heal your teammate. See how bloody he is.
No, never. You can't make me.
So yeah, all this stuff down here is stuff I sold and got rid of, and then added
Where's
the gold
the,
that was on this list. These are the stuff that's like I'm debating on selling, or we're probably just gonna keep in use, just on an off chance, like the swimming and rod and stuff.
So the split mail is
Wait, what happened to that?
8 AC before the +1, or it's 8 AC with the +1?
Splint mail. Let me check on that. Splint mail's heavy armor. I think it is 8. Maybe not.
So it'd be a total AC of 9.
Let me check. Splint mail is normally 7. So if it's
Okay.
+1 splint mail, then it does include the +1 in the armor class listing on it.
Yeah, okay. So it'd
So-
only really give Father Arid +1 AC, so and I've already spent all the money to upgrade it, so might as well just sell it at that point
Okay.
if nobody else wants it.
Does his armor have any magical enchantment stuff, or
Just +1. It doesn't have acid resistance or anything else like that.
you don't care about the acid resistance? You just want to sell it?
I mean, it's nice, but you know, like I said, I just spent 1,000 gold upgrading it, and then
Got it. Putting it in.
taking $2,600 more, 2,600 gold more out of the party fund seems a little greedy at this point.
Okay. Guild bank goes down 1,300. 730. And 13.
Mall. That might be the most valuable piece of equipment we've found so far, huh? Ninja.
How much was it worth?
It was either 6,000 or 16,000. I can't remember which one it was. Because I mean, it has all these insane properties on it. It is adamantine. It's +1. It's got sundering 1. It's got wounding, and it does an additional 2d6 damage against humanoids, or sorry, monstrous humanoids.
I think most of the value comes from that last bit because that's like a super unique and rare magic item property.
Yeah,
So there's certain things like certain enchantments in my random generator are so OP that they have a huge price tag attached to them. So if the magic item spawns with that attached to it, the price goes way up by like 8,000%.
well, I mean, monstrous humanoid pretty much covers everything that's not a NPC race, right?
A lot of times when you guys pull an item like that, I'll change the price tag to question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Because if you take that to Dante, he's going to be like, I can't afford to buy this shit. Those
Yeah.
are items that you basically just have to keep because nobody can afford to buy it off you.
I think this would probably fit in that category.
Yeah. Man,
All
what do
this
you-
stuff
what do you think of
gone,
this?
sold, unless for some reason Ninja you wanted to add it the sell sheet. Anyone want to buy it back, but I don't think so.
Look at this creature. This gross monstrosity.
Uh,
Yeah, that's
is
not
it in
very
the town?
Yeah, in the town map.
Where's it at?
I put it on the darkest dungeon.
Where?
I've temporarily enabled snapping, so you know.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that?
That
Yes.
would have been pretty appropriate when we were flying the flesh monster.
Mhm.
Very
The
much
hell?
so.
Oh,
Uh,
are we about to face that fuck off someday?
The tentacle growing out of the darkest dungeon just keeps getting bigger and scarier. This is what it looks like
You
after
said
2 weeks of
tentacle.
downtime.
It does look like the new Sephiroth
I
a
think
little
that's
bit.
the boss we have to beat before we beat the game.
How many people are we splitting off the gold into?
Isn't it 5?
Are you counting Osiris?
I mean, he was there for
Nah.
most of the time.
He helped.
If you
Alright,
count corpse, I will
No,
murder
I'm,
you.
No.
I'm definitely not counting more real like him.
No, no, no. I was counting Osiris, myself, He-Man, Leiron, and Rikarel.
Yeah, I'm fine with Rick Grill. Rick Grill and Osiris. Okay, 5.
He was fighting front line. He was trying to body slam the boss.
I mean, he's got freaking 11 HP around regeneration. He can tank with that
Let's
for a
see.
while.
So that would mean everybody gets. I'll just type in chat.
Yes, please.
Discord chat, or wait, no, everybody's on. Everybody on the.
Yes, everybody's online.
Yeah,
On tabletop.
everyone's
Okay,
online
cool.
on TikTok. Jinx, double jinx.
Ninja, did you see that? You know that video you sent? Huzzah!
Yeah, the sequel to it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Alright, everybody gets 2,450 gold and 6 silver.
I love how despondent he is at the beginning. He's like, "Oh, hello, friendly rat." The dude with the skin condition. He's like, "Oh, your rat's over there.
Oh, hey there."
You should probably get out of here." That dude just can't win.
Nope.
All right, guys. The darkest dungeon writhes with humongous tentacles.
I deal with that.
The townsfolk are beset by nightmares as the unnatural evil emanates from the source.
The mini bases are going to be on your bases in the little middle. Because
They're
if I
too
put
small
them-
to read.
then press M.
Ooh, magnify. Magnificent. Except none of
By
these
making
things are readable or visible in the magnifying glass.
I could make it
So
bigger.
I have to make 42 potions with my duplicating flat over 14 days. What do you guys want to choose to make? So far, I've made 3 potions of haste.
Oh my gosh, really?
You want more? I
That
think
that's
we
so
want more than that.
broken. I
but
don't.
that's-
That's insanely broken.
Pretty sure we want
Yeah.
more
If you
than
want to
that,
make more
but-
potions of haste, Father Arid will take some, since plans on being in melee.
I don't think these
Well,
bases are going to
How
work.
much HP do he has?
Father Arid, he's
Much
not bad.
HP?
He's got his HP is currently off. I don't know why. He's level 3, so let me do some quick
What
math
were the
real
type of
quick.
healing potions that you said you could make greater healing potions?
Well, no, I just spent my turn making. Since that didn't seem to be the plan anymore. Zelda just made a shit ton of scrolls,
Okay,
so
because I was
he
gonna
now
say like
has.
if you could make that, I already have superior healing potions. So
So if you
Yeah,
guys
since
be
you have
using
the detect magic at will, he just made a crap ton of scroll identifies and some scroll mage armors. So
do we
he's
want
got
potion
8
of
scrolls of identify
vitalities?
now.
Potion
We're
of
pushing the
vitality.
vitalities.
They make it so that if you take a short or long rest, your hit dice heals you the maximum amount. Also, if you have any exhaustion, it gets rid of exhaustion, and any disease you have, it cures it, or poison effects.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, the hit dice thing is whenever it only applies for the next 24 hours if you rest within 24 hours, which normally you would.
So unfortunately, those bases aren't going to work due to what was it? I think it was descriptions. You can't put descriptions in your character name if you put it in the bottom.
So if you guys want potions of vitalities, I can copy some of those. That's worth 1,000 gold almost.
It's a shame, they were pretty useful.
Like I said,
Shop.
Father Arid will take some potions of haste if you want to make some.
I actually said I moved it up since it seems like it'll be a really good thing. So I wanted to make 12 of them. So might even make more than that because we got 2 floors of the darkest dungeon to go through.
Right.
Ninja.
I somehow see you hasting yourself every single fight now.
Yeah,
which
me
is
too.
Insanely
For some
broken.
reason.
It lasts the potion lasts 1 minute. So yeah, I would need 1 for every fight because it would just end.
The spell
in
only lasts a
between
minute
rooms.
either,
Oh,
but the potion is better because you don't have to maintain concentration,
Yeah.
which normally the spell requires.
I mean, does this mean I can just remove haste from that ring of spell storing?
sure.
I mean, there's
I mean,
no
it's
point.
still
in it.
worth it just in case. we
Yeah, but
run out.
I'm not gonna not use a main part of my inventory just for a just in case.
That's fair.
If E-Man wants to haste himself, then he can haste himself.
Yeah. I guess I will take haste out of
Your prepared
my
spells.
glove as well and put in a lightning bolt in my glove. You never know when you need a straight line spell rather than an explosion.
Oh, well, I'm thinking of that. Ninja, that picture that I sent to you through direct Discord, could you put that onto a figurine for me, please?
Not without crashing everybody.
Hopefully. Well, you managed to load in those.
I think it'd probably be better for you to leave the server, enter single player, create it yourself, save it, and then come back.
Come on, I believe in you. You can't be scared. Don't let fear rule your life.
I mean, it's not fear; it's mechanics of the game. When I import
I
anything,
believe.
it kicks everyone out. It does happen every time now.
Ugh, fine.
I'm sorry. In the past, I would totally do it, but it was one of those situations where it would be detrimental to everybody just to help you.
But I mean, that's 90% of this game being detrimental to everybody just to help me. Honestly.
What does elixir of health?
It's a good one.
It does. When you drink this potion, cures any disease, removes blinded, deaf, and paralyzed. Oh, okay, so it's basically like,
Condition buster.
yeah.
How do you drink a potion to get rid of your paralysis if you are paralyzed?
Somebody shoves it down your throat.
Somebody pours it down in your, yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
pours it down your throat.
I guess that's an option, but it's too bad you can't drink it preemptively.
Yeah, either someone has to help you drink it, or you're going to choke to death.
I saw a custom magic item that was like the beer hat. You know the beer hat where it's got like the straw that goes into your mouth. So you can like
Yeah.
it's got like the beer on each side of your head, and then the straw goes down
Oh,
into your
yeah,
mouth.
yeah, yeah.
It's like
Well-
that, only with potions, right? So if you can't move, you've still got the thing in your mouth.
I mean, how are you meant to move your lips if you're paralyzed? How are you meant to?
You
How
can
you meant to
speak
drink?
falteringly, right? You assume you can move your lips.
I mean, can you sip falteringly?
So, can
back.
we do the trinkets? Because I'd like to do some trinket shopping for Father
Right.
Aaron, please.
All
I would
right.
also like to hire.
Hang on. So if we're gonna progress time, let me do a couple things. So for Mad God,
I need
these
promotion.
people are interested
not.
in working for you.
Don't invite. Don't. They're not coming to the mansion. I don't know how they heard about it, but they are not coming to the mansion. I want them to. I don't want them knowing that Leiron's the one who invited them.
Well, do you want to hire them or not?
I do,
Need a new
But-
place.
but in a disguise. Ooh. You see, I'm worried that if they end up like being taken on by some other people, I don't want Leiron's reputation to be brought down if someone tortures these people that I hire, and he goes, "Oh, Leiron hired us. Leiron hired us. I swear, he's the one hiring us to beat up people." I don't want that on my rep. So if I do this in disguise and be someone else, then they can say, "Oh, it was this guy who did it," and they will have no idea that this guy is actually me.
You realize
Sorry.
that then everybody will consider these people bandits, and they'll think you're a bad lord because you don't do what the only job of a lord is, to defend them from bandits.
This guy can be my head of security. If he does something bad, I won't know about it. I'd rather be seen as incompetent than a villain.
Well, anyway, as long as you pay them, you can have them do whatever you want.
Fantastic.
Okay, so are you going to hire Cagliostro and Basil the Cursed for 1 gold piece a day?
Where did you put them? Where are they?
Well, you put them in town here next to the wagon.
Oh, there. Okay. Mhm. If you want to roleplay it, we can roleplay it.
Well, they have just walked off the wagon. They're fresh-faced new people in town looking for adventure and wealth. As I
Okay.
described them, Cagliostro is a plague doctor, and he seems to be aiding his friend Basil the Cursed, who is afflicted by some dark illness, some unknown taint.
Okay. And Kali. Oh, la, la, la.
Cagliostro.
That's yes, that would. Cagliostro, a cross between pastor and a performer in a circus. The amazing Cagliostro.
All right. Well, if you didn't put up flyers, they have no idea who you are or what you're about, and they're not at your door asking for jobs. They're just here in town. I guess they were going to go to the bar, but the bar is closed, so they're disappointed, and
They come to my bar.
they will probably head to the other bar instead.
Well, can I meet them as they're coming off the stagecoach?
Yeah.
Okay, I walk up to them as they're at the stagecoach, and I say to them, "Hello, fond travellers from where and wherever. Welcome to our humble little land known as the Hamlet.
We are but humble travelers from Smeggington to the west.
Smeggington. I haven't exactly heard of that place. Pray tell, enlighten a humble soul such as myself."
A simple hovel in the hills of no note. That's why we came here in search of fame and fortune and possibly a cure for my friend's strange affliction.
A cure, you say? Well, I'm sure some of our village, perhaps our alchemist or one of our preachers, or many preachers, will be able to help you. But if that seems not to work, I was wondering if you'd be interested in certain, what would the term be? I'll guess career, path of enlightenment. Nah, I wouldn't pull your leg with some slop like that. A method of profit, if you will.
Well, we do need money. Being new to town, we need jobs.
Well, you see, I'm in the position where I'm thinking of hiring some lovely fine folk to help defend our village and help gather some taxes, if you catch my drift. You know, some local enforcement. I'm looking to hire some people. Obviously, it won't just be the two of you. I am hoping to branch out in my hiring.
All right. Cagliostro says, that sounds like a good business opportunity. I'm interested if the pay is right. Basil, on the other hand, seems quite anxious and claws at his chains and at his neck, and his eyes roll around.
I look at Basil, and I say to Cagliostro, "Why does he wear those chains?"
His affliction, sir, his curse. He cannot control himself. He's like a beast sometimes.
An abomination, eh?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. We were going to go to Father Gregory. We had heard he was a healer and that maybe he could help.
Well, I'm sure Father Gregory's capable of great many things, perhaps even curing that disease of his. But I have to admit, I'm not in the mindset to be looking for people who, have certain problems that stop them from doing the job.
Cagliostro says he can't leave his friend behind. They came here together in search of a cure, so unfortunately they go together or not at all.
Does your ally happen to have control over his behavior?
Currently, you can see the chains restrain him and prevent him from having any outbursts.
Is he
Very
a
well. If
werewolf?
your friend can maintain control of his abomination nature, who knows? Perhaps it will be of benefit. I could use a few intimidation tactics, but for now, if you wish to meet with me, I'm more than welcome to discuss business over at the local tavern. Seems to be
Yeah.
closed, so we'll have to use a friend of mine. The tavern of a friend of mine.
Follow you to Ricarill's bar.
Hey, Lyon, how's it been? What brings you into this place?
I'm not Leiron, and you don't know I'm Leiron.
An individual you've never seen before comes in with two other gentlemen.
I'm a new person in town.
Hello, what can I get you?
I'll have a barley stein if it please you, sir.
I've been 5 gold.
5 gold? That's quite steep.
I'm joking. 5 silver.
That still seems a bit much. That's half a gold.
Because I'm the one that made it.
And can you support the quality of a drink worth 5 silver?
If you want to do like a little test, buy
Yeah,
test, you can.
You know, I'm fairly certain that's still too much. I'm almost dead certain that's still too much, considering I could hire someone for the day for that same amount. Tell you what, for literally 1 beer, I'll give you 2 copper. How's that sound?
Too.
You're not going to get much per beer.
I know.
You're like, my bar's the only one that's open today.
Yeah, normally it's
Well,
1.
I don't charge people this much, but this is only metagaming. I just wanted to fuck with you.
Oh, well, how much are you charging me for 1 beer?
Like, it's free copper.
3 copper. Are you going to be willing to
Uh,
pay that, DM?
By the way, Ninja, I added to the guild bank and I purchased the elixir of health and the vitality potion of vitality.
Hang on, from Dante's shop?
Yes.
Let me fix that then. So potion of vitality is gone. What was the other one?
And elixir of health.
Elixir of health is gone. All right, deleted.
Okay.
Both of these guys will pay for their 3 copper beer. They'll have a drink. Basil, he's all chained up, so he's just bending over and sipping. Cagliostro has to lift up his mask to take drinks.
Can I check on the guy that chained?
All right. Cagliostro will tell you that his friend is afflicted by a curse. He can't control himself sometimes and becomes like a beast.
What is he, like, a werewolf or something?
No, more like a demonic goat.
That's new.
I mean, you're one of those guys too, so I mean, you should know.
Yes, but I never heard of a goat version.
Well, they kind of all are if you look at them. Like here, I'll drop the figure in here. Look at his head.
You were a goat and you never even knew it.
So, like, even though it's very much like werewolfism, this particular like abomination thing seems more along the lines of like a were goat. Because he's got the goat horns, and he has a ram attack.
They have hooves or claw.
It's probably less of a goat and more of a Baphomet sort of thing, if you're familiar with that from lore.
I heard of this curse before. Maybe I ought to help him control it.
You've heard a thing or two about that.
Yes.
Arvinal goes, "Well, splendid. Well, splendid." And he taps Bazal on the shoulder and says, "There you go. You've only been here 5 minutes, and before you know it, we'll get you cured."
Except his affliction is incurable.
Yep.
Down at the end of the bar, Gerbo the fisherman is drinking his drink, and he says, "So many new people in town, so many afflicted. It grows every day more dire as the darkness spreads." And then he leaves.
He turns
Hell, I thought I told you to kick him out.
He's had a lot of drinks. I mean, he's also got the same affliction, so he's like, "Yeah, we're all abominations in here."
We're all abominations down here. Fucking Pennywise it. What the hell? I removed the yellow circle around this guy. Why is it still white? Not yellow, white. I removed the white circle. Why is it still there? It's weird. So
Weird.
yeah, does anyone else want to get into an RP, or am I taking the reins here?
After a drink, Basil calms down enough that you can bargain with him as well.
Okay. Ninja, what is the going rate for these kinds of hirelings?
It depends on what you want to hire them for. So like I was trying to describe earlier, if you're going to hire them to do just like regular stuff, it's 2 silver a day. If you want to hire them to be like a combat NPC, like a guard, then they're 1 gold per day.
I want to hire them as guards.
All right.
How powerful are they as guards? What are they? Level 1?
Yeah, level 1.
Level 1 Abomination and Plague Doctor.
Yep.
Do they have like D&D classes?
Yeah, they would. They would.
But you haven't rolled for them yet.
No.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll hire them. I turn to them and I go, "Well, it seems that we've had a wonderful conversation here, and I'm sure we can come to an agreement of, say, a gold a day for one for each of you."
All right. You've got yourself a couple guards. Your first 2 guards, all official like.
We will, of course, have to come to some conclusion about scheduling, but I'm afraid. Yeah, for now, just do the regular stuff. Make sure that the village is relatively protected. Make sure that everyone's doing all right. Well, that's not part of your job, but keep an eye out for some local crime disorder. I happen to know one of my good friends around here, named Father Gregory. Yeah, he should be able to give you a hand in the ways of trying to find people and. Keeping law and order of things. If he asks, tell him that a man named Leiron sent you.
I guess, do you just want them to guard the farmstead for now?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to put them in the farmstead area, and I'm going to set them both to guarding. And note that they make 1 GP a day.
Okay.
I'm gonna note down because I wanna go talk to him later after maybe we come back from adventure. Talk to the other abomination.
Yeah, they're going to be here in town. I mean, technically they haven't gone there yet. They're still in the bar drinking. I'm just saying later they're going to be over there.
Yeah.
Once they're stationed in position and all that.
I mean, I'm surprised that this guy Argonol has just come in out of nowhere, and he's been like, Leiron hired me, and nobody bats an eyelid. None of the PCs.
Well, they haven't even seen you in like 2 weeks, so.
Well, one of them has. The damn barkeep.
So then a week later, off the wagon, a couple sisters arrive. 2 blonde bombshells.
Mhm.
Yes.
Hilda and Wilda. That last name Beast.
No relation.
So Hilda and Wilda have arrived here in town, and
Do they have a third sister? And if so, what's their name?
Hilda.
Roast.
Nothing to do with it. Okay.
Roast Beast.
Oh.
So being ladies, they immediately spot the jeweler over here, and they're like, "Oh, look at all this fine jewelry." So they're going to check what's for sale at the shop here. Actually, let me shuffle this first. Looks like Frog, you're going to be interested in this if you want to come over here and see what's available.
I am.
I get Wildebeest. I don't get Hildebeest. What's the joke there?
Hillary Clinton.
No, still don't get it.
Political humor.
It's because it's not funny.
It's not. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
it's not funny.
It's only funny if you don't like Hillary Clinton.
They have a brother called
It's like Houndmaster and Hellion. So 2 classes that we don't have.
Yeah, that's not helpful. As for the regular items, let's see what we got here.
This is the week 1 stuff.
Ninja, could I either commission the Christ,
Come on, I need
the
a
provisioner, or ask the bishop if they have any potions of superior healing one, not superior. Yeah, supreme healing. Really good. Did I just like chain smoke say that they were back?
-4 stun resist. Is that to the enemies or to me?
To you for wearing it. All right. Yeah, I guess this is week 1, and these are the 8 items that the gypsy has. Did anybody want to buy these items before I get rid of them?
Bleed,
Villain.
This
poison.
color doesn't even have a description of what it does. It just says it costs 1,500 gold.
And it's for flagellants.
Limited time only. You can do nothing. Oh, limited time only.
No,
You
none of
can.
the trinkets
1,500 gold.
appeal to me. So
Yeah, not
I-
appealing.
I pass.
Okay.
Ignore the book.
Yes.
I pulled the book out. I just want to look at its stats just to realize how much I don't want it. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, we're in the darkest dungeon. I would love to have it.
Mhm.
So, if anyone is curious about the potions that I'm duplicating, so far I'm looking at 18 potions of haste, 6 potions of elixir, or 6 potions of vitality, 6 elixirs of health, 6 potions of water breathing, 3 potions of frost giant strength, and 3 potions of superior healing.
Suddenly, every wizard in the darkest dungeon knows how to cast slow.
Yeah. Funny how that works. Yeah, look, one for me, a haste chalice.
Did this
Plus
thing
eight
shuffle? This
additional-
feels like the same items. I know we had this one and this one in the last shuffle.
Yeah. Well, just RNG.
That's a good one. Lens of the Comet.
Obelisk, and lens. Minus 4 plus 5%.
Arbalist only. That's strong, but arbalist only.
No. I
Is
was
it like
curious.
like
Over
combination?
here in the party's extra trinkets, there were 2 that people were not using, which was the tempting goblet and the cruise bell. Anybody have any objections to me putting those on Father Arid?
Stress initiative. Hang on. Actually, yeah, I want the tempting goblet.
All right.
Somebody hasn't been looking at what's available.
No, I have not.
All right.
Trinkets right now. Yeah,
What was that? Sorry.
I said, what are your trinkets?
The tempting goblet and the crescendo box.
What are you turning in though? Didn't you have 2?
Oh shit! I just deleted it. Gambler's charm I had. But I've
Which
just
does
deleted
what?
it. Plus 3 HP per level and plus 2 death blow DC.
Oh. All right. Well,
God, I'm
he
gonna
already
take
has a
an
life charm, so he'll just take the cruise bell unless somebody else wants the cruise bell.
Hey, Mad God, here's
This
another
way it's a
gambler's
little
charm.
easier to heal.
Oh, I don't want any more. But does someone
We
want the
can add
gambler's?
it to the.
Well, it's because you deleted it, so now you can actually put it in the bag.
All right.
I just did. All right. Well, so Father Arid will have the cruise bell and the life crystal. So he's got 40 HP, which means he can actually stand up to a couple of hits.
Is that better than bleed resistance?
I'm looking at the quests here. Orin, who warned of the infected corpses crucified along the road. That whole quest is done, so I'm going to delete that one. Orin's still here in town, but I could probably say he left because it's been a couple weeks. He would want to go home.
Well, he also had that potion, the one potion Zalder gave him to try to reverse engineer with
Right.
the elders.
The cure. I'm going to say for 2 weeks, Sia conspires with the Thieves Guild. Because that's usually what
Who's
his
Sia again?
character's doing.
Who's
Osiris.
Sia again? Oh, Osiris.
Yep.
Oh, right. His real name. Ah, right. I got it. I got it.
Let's see. Fenfenadin the Cynic and Dilapidos the Keen have been hanging out with Jane the Mad. And they've formed a new party.
Does she want to be even more insane? She's pretty much asking for it at this point.
Is she going back in the dungeon? Because that's a death sentence.
Where's the other guy? They have joined forces with Gerbo the Fisherman and formed a party of 4.
Oh boy.
So during the first week, this party of 4 adventurers traveled to... Let me roll the dice. 4. All right, let's see. They went to the Cove, and while they were at the Cove, things went fucking bad.
I am
Knew it.
not in any way surprised.
And they did
I'm
not
bad.
return.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
Do you hear me? I'm
So-
glad. Glad, I tell you. What are they gonna do
So
to me?
on the quest card here, I'm going to put mysterious disappearance. So people around town are wondering what happened to Jane. And
Who
Co.
cares?
So it's a quest. You don't have to follow it up if you don't want to. It's just a thing that happened during the weeks.
How much money are they doing? Because that's what depends if we go or not.
I don't think we're going to the Cove, but you never know. Maybe their mutated
Said-
corpses show up in the darkest dungeon.
Let's see. Oh, I just realized why it went so bad. Due to my random roll, it's the thing from beyond the stars was in the Cove that week.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
So that
Should we
means
just-
that means
wow.
Jane the Vestal and party encountered the thing from beyond the stars.
they're toast.
And
They
they
were
did.
all what, level 1s?
Well, you don't really know. You don't really know. Jane has been in the darkest dungeon, so she survived it. She's not that weak, and you guys
No.
don't really know how powerful either of the 2 occultists are. They showed up in town. They were very mysterious. They asked a lot of questions, and they've been interested in the darkest dungeon. That's why they recruited Jane. She's been there. She has information.
I think I was the only one that trusted them. Everybody else was like, these guys are creepy.
Also, if you didn't want to go directly into the darkest dungeon, but you did want to skirt around it and research it, the Cove is where it's at, because the Cove is connected to the darkest dungeon without being full of darkest dungeon monsters.
But we have to deal with underwater physics, and that's not.
Ah, it's fine. You're a magic caster. You're the one person that shouldn't be complaining. Along with me.
Except he's got no ability to breathe underwater on his own.
You got that ring. Last session.
The ring of swimming just helps you with swimming.
Depending
there
on your
a ring?
con, you can hold your breath for a long time.
Right, 86. Come on, that's got to be a good one. 86. The business covers its own maintenance costs for each of the days. It earns a profit of 2d8 times 5. Ugh. Doesn't matter how much money you put into it. It's just, ugh.
Hey, if you got lucky like I did, you could have gotten like double.
Right, so the first week didn't do anything. The second one, 2d8 times. Oh no, wait, 2d8 times 5. Okay, hang on.
Oh, right, Ninja. I asked if I could commission him to find another potion of supreme healing, or if the
Ooh.
bishop might have one.
How much money do you want to throw at it?
How much did you say I can? What is it? to throw in?
It's up to 600 gold extra. I think it's
Done.
it's like 100 gold to do it, and then you can get up to a +6 for 100 gold extra for each +1.
600 gone.
All right,
Fine
so
with
you
that.
spend the 600. I make my roll. He adds his bonus with the +6 attached to it. He does not find the potion you're looking for.
Ah,
I just want everyone to know, after retracting the amount it took for the skills and Yeah, after retracting the amount for the skills that it took for me for the rank 5, and deducting that and from my total value, and then adding the amount that I got from the farms, it gave me an exact 13,000.
You're rich.
13000.
Well, you could pay for a lot of hirelings with that much money.
Well, there's the thing. Long. What was it? Finally decided on how much everyone would get.
Yeah,
How much was it?
A while back.
2,450 gold and 6 silver.
Only 2,450.
It got split 5
Well, it
ways.
was,
All right.
I mean, that's damn near 10,000 gold. That's like way more. It's like 12,000 gold.
Yeah, it was 12,000
Oh
something.
my-
It was a huge payday.
Damn
That
it,
was after
people,
selling a bunch of magical items.
Yeah.
Why must you people steal my money?
You know, our money is like highly inflated when you think about it, because it's like on most adventurers, you'd be getting, maybe 50 to 100 gold after, beating something
Did
in
you
regular
count?
D&D.
Did you count replenishing your stocks, Long?
Are you talking about like my darkest dungeon
Shovels
cheese?
and
Yeah,
stuff.
Yes, I
bandages.
did. I
Good.
have done that.
Good. Okay. That's
You
all.
are an amazing quartermaster there, Lon.
Did you
Had
say?
like a year of practice.
I studied for 1 year just so that I could calculate numbers in Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, time well spent. Very well spent. Okay, so where do we go from here? I've just
Should put that in my resume. Good inventory keeper.
Does anyone else have any more questions for the DM for downtime stuff?
No, Father Arid and Solver are both done.
Well,
I mean,
hang
we
on.
could RP
So-
out the conversion of Father Arid
So,
to
Mad God,
a paladin.
Yeah. Oh, I also have to remove the amount for my new hirelings. So what is that? 2 gold a day for 14 days?
are you going to hire these two? Hilda and Wildebeest?
Oh, we have to find that out, yes. Yes, I will hire them. Would you like to RP?
Okay, so Hilda and Wildebeest have arrived here in town and they're shopping around at the trinket store. What do you say?
I say to them, well, hello. Hang on, I have to remember the accent. What did I say again? Hang on. How did I do it again? I forgot. Hello, welcome to the... Yeah, I got it. Laron, can you ask the bishop for a potion of superior healing? Surely a man so holy as he would have.
That would require one of his favors, if he has any left.
Mm. I'll think about it.
Possibly multiple favors, because that's a rare one.
I'll try. I have 3 days left. We'll see. Okay, so... Well, hello there. How are... was that right? Yeah. What are you two fine ladies doing in a horrible place like this?
Okay, Wildebeest will come here and say, I heard there was a very large graveyard here. Could you point me in the direction of your very large graveyard?
Argonol points up his finger to the local graveyard and says, "It's right over there. You can't miss it. It's filled with rotting corpses, and there are flies on top of every single one of them."
She pulls out a shovel and says, was everybody in this town wealthy or just you?
Maybe. What would make you think someone of my stature is wealthy? Also, no.
Just a nat 20 insight check, that's all.
And that's 20. Do you want me to roll for deception?
You could try.
Okay. Oh, God.
Also,
Oh,
nat
I-
20.
We'll see. Wait, you said nat 20 deception, not modified?
Well, insight. She looked you up and down and judged immediately that you're a lot richer than you look.
But it's deception, right?
Yeah, if you're trying to pretend to be poor, you'd have to put on
That's
airs
right.
that you're a peasant.
Well, it's not airs. It's alter self. I'm literally, I literally look differently.
I know, but this would definitely be like a persuasion roll if you're trying to act poor.
I mean, it's a natural 20. If I don't get a natural 20, I'm screwed.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. She's
What's your modifier on it?
5. 9, I have a modifier of.
yeah. So like she said, is everybody in this town rich or just you?
Does he
Well,
have an advantage
I'm
for
cool.
having modified self looking for?
Well, I did cast Alter Self. No, all right then. Well, they definitely know I'm not Leiron, but
Well, no, they don't know who you are. She's just judging you to be, a richer person.
a richer man than I am. I say, no. I say, no. The people of this hamlet ain't exactly rich. But please don't mistake what I have for richness. I'm merely in the employ of one of the extremely great lords that run this country, that run this area. If you're interested in wealthy corpses, you wouldn't do any better to go up to the Crimson Court and dig up some graves there. Though, you know that actions like such as that are quite frowned upon in this
Oh,
community.
could you get me past the gate guards into that quarter, into the noble district?
I'm afraid not. My pass only allows a person of only allows myself to pass through the gates, and that is only in service to my own master.
Of course, your master.
I'm afraid I'm
Hildebeest
not that.
says.
Yes, my master.
Hildebeest says, "I've heard that the bishop is here, and that he carries the reliquary of Saint Bartholomew, the holy scroll said to bring resurrection upon the saints, and I've heard that he gave many blessings to the passing lepers and healed the sick." And I would love to meet him. Is it possible that I could go and to meet this bishop?
Argonon goes, whoa, slow down. You're getting a bit ahead of yourself there, miss. Listen, the bishop isn't always in the hamlet. He only comes down. Actually, how often does the bishop come down here?
Never.
Yeah, never.
He hates this sweaty peasant hovel.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, the bishop is barely ever in town. The likeliness of you trying to get an audience with him is very, very slim already. He didn't. I'm afraid he doesn't bless anyone from the hamlet anymore. That was quite a while back. To get in, as for some scroll, I've never heard any such thing like that.
No, definitely. I've heard that the bishop carries the sacred scroll. It is a well-known fact. Anyway, I'll ask around. I've heard that there's a kindly monk who lives in this town, and perhaps I should ask him the questions. You seem not the religious type. You strike me as more of a merchant,
Comrade.
maybe.
I'm not but a simple serviceman. I'm in charge of hiring. Simple and true. You two wouldn't happen to have any interest in becoming in seeking out careers in the act of guarding and you're not interested in being hired, are you?
Wildebeest her quirks an eyebrow, and she says, is your master a wealthy man? Surely he could pay us quite well if we did work for him.
He says, oh yes, my master is a very wealthy man. Some say
Excellent.
perhaps one of the wealthiest.
She nudges Hildebeest and says, "Oh, we definitely want to get in with this one." And Hildebeest says, "Yes, sister, we shall inquire as to how much is your master willing to pay?"
Now, just because he's rich doesn't mean that he's overly generous. I'm only going. We're going for the regular amount of about a gold a day.
Oh yes, quite good, generous even. I came to this town to be beneficial and lend aid to the poor peasantry, and to speak with the bishop. So I will take on this work as long as I am able to do my rituals of prayer and visits to the churches and to help the sick. But aside from that, I will gladly lend my service for the generous payment of 1 gold. And her sister, she rubs her hands together and says, "Oh yeah, we're getting in good with the rich now. We're gonna be in that mansion. We'll be set for life."
Argonaut claps his hands together and goes, "Well, splendid. Aspirations aside, splendid. Obviously, payment seems not to be an issue for you, but an issue for me would be the services you can provide. Now, not to sound at all, what's the word here? Ungrateful, I guess. Not to sound ungrateful or anything, but I do need to know a little bit more information about you. Can you tell me if you have any skills in the fighting arts, or if you offer healing services, such and such? What are your skills, so to speak.
Okay. Hildebeest will tell you that she is a Vestal cleric, a healer by trade, and a religious person. Quite devout. And she'll introduce her sister, Wildebeest. She is not as religious. She's a bit of a layabout and a scoundrel, but, what can you do?
Wonderful. Does she have any skills though? Like, does she know how to use that dagger she's brandishing?
Acquisitions, usually. She's good at getting things. Like, if you need something, she can probably get it.
An infiltrator. Yes, I can see. I can see you having much use in this kind of profession.
So,
I'm not sure that
Grave
regular
robber
guard.
thief.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that you two would be adequately appropriate for, say, guard services. But I'm sure that my master can find other uses for you.
So basically, any combat level NPC will be that 1 gold price. So like,
Yeah.
like these are above your typical peasant because they have class skills.
Yeah. But you're saying that if I hire them for a gold, that's relatively fighter price
Yes.
of a gold. But if I hire them, I'm more looking at hiring them for like 2 silver each because they're not going to be combat focused.
All right. So if you're only going to pay them 2 silver each, then they definitely won't fight for you, but they'll perform their regular duties as like, peasant class.
Yeah, that's all I'd ask for.
So she would be like a messenger who will run around and deliver messages and fetch things for you, but she's not going to like do any second-story robberies for you unless you
What?
pay her more.
Okay,
And then Hildebeest, she'll be like she'll pray for you and give you some religious services, but she's not going to be like a combat caster fighting undead for you.
Can she buff us before we go out on a mission?
Buffs don't last that long. And she would have to be there to concentrate on them, so usually no.
That is a good point. Okay.
If you come to her, she can give you, like, a cure light wounds or something.
Yeah. Well, what about, like, the sac... Oh, wait. Is she first level, or... What level is she?
First level.
Damn it. She could have cast aid on this. Alright.
She can do, if you pay her and you give her the supplies, she can do scrolls.
I guess she could do scrolls. But that depends if she has proficiency on Arcana, and they would have to be spells that, clerics cast. Well, it's an option.
I'm just giving you options.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I'll hire them on, but for 2 silver pieces a day instead of 1, because I'm not asking them to fight.
Where'd the other 2 go?
I put them up here. I put them next to the mansion.
Okay.
So that I can keep track of all of my NPCs, so you don't have to litter your hamlet with them.
Gotcha.
They're not in. Just remember, they're not in the barony. Only I'm allowed in there. But yeah.
Okay. During the week, several of the graves in the graveyard get robbed. Poor dead Valian laying in his shallow grave here gets like looted.
I'm not going to ask the. I'm just wondering if I can ask them to manage a farm while I'm not having them bully the peasantry into paying me taxes.
I think to run a farm you needed at least four people. If you wanted to temporarily move all 4 of these into one of the farmhouses, you could.
I mean, it'll give them somewhere to sleep.
Although I think they're not really farmers, so they're not going to produce any farm stuff for you. But it would give them a house to live in.
I'm sure this one is very good at digging holes.
Yes.
Should be useful.
I won't keep them as farmers then. I'll just leave them as they are.
But yeah, you could just say they're squatting in one of the abandoned houses. That's fine.
Yeah. Do I have to wait? Like, this is obviously how I'm going to be employing guards and maybe some unskilled laborers for other tasks. But what about hirelings for my farm?
So if you want to get more farmers, we'll have to go through the process you did last time, where you go to the nobles and you say, "Hey, do you want to part with some of your peasants?" and then like buy them from another noble.
Right. I didn't think I bought the other ones, but okay. Do I have to use carousing favors? Is
I
that
think
what I use?
I think last time you used a carousing favor or something, and they just gave you some.
Okay.
There was some kind of deal involved, but yeah, they didn't have a whole lot to spare.
All right. I'll do that again some other time. I want to get into combat. So I'll
Well, plus you
just
used most of your downtime, so.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything in the 2-week period?
Just running the business.
You run your bar. Did you make the roll? You got your money?
I got like 90 gold.
Ah, you did really good this week. Your bar was jam-packed with customers.
Yep, only one open.
I wanted to persuade Smitty to join us again. We brought back this Marmaril who was a brand new adventurer. Surely we could keep him safe.
Yeah.
So you can keep him as a pet.
And look, Father Aaron came back. A little different.
Just a
but
little different.
He's no longer a stump.
He can walk now. It's amazing.
He can walk. Shuffle is a bit more.
Yeah, a bit of a limp.
Perhaps. Yeah, galumping. He kind of
It'll go away. It'll go away after like a month or two.
And he's faster, stronger, and better than he ever was.
never rover.
And
There's
look
a
at the
professional arm
amazing-
wrestler that Father Arid makes me think of this one professional arm wrestler that has like an arm that's 4 times thicker than anybody else's arm you've ever seen.
It's just Quagmire's arm after he masturbated.
There's no way that arm wrestler is like injecting steroids directly into his muscles there, is he?
Yeah, I don't know.
No
His
way at
arm
all.
is freaky looking. It's so big.
Was there anyone else? Is Rick Rail interested in potions of haste?
I already got enough speed.
That should be everybody saying yes.
I mean,
It's not just movement speed; it gives you like an additional action. so you
AC
can attack
and an
again.
extra
It also
attack
gives
action.
you like +1
yeah.
AC.
You know what? Give him that. Amazing.
I give you 3, and I give Father Arid 3.
Thank you, sir.
Alright.
What? Say something, Cass?
I think he was just saying
What?
okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
All right.
funny. There's no potion of haste in D&D
So-
Beyond.
Really?
Leiron, did you get the
Yeah.
favor for the superior potion, or no?
Oh, did you ask me that over downtime?
Yeah.
Okay.
In-
I mean, I didn't know that you wanted me to, but okay. Can I do that then, Ninja? Can I go to the barony? Can I go to the bishop and ask for
Look up potion of speed. I think it's potion of speed.
Is
thought it
that
was
what it is?
superior
Okay.
healing you wanted?
yeah, were you looking at potion of haste or something? It's potion of speed.
Oh, am I looking it up? Okay.
Are
No.
you talking about the potion of superior healing?
Which one do you want? What potion do you want?
I want the potion of superior healing.
Yeah, I thought so. So superior healing. How much is a potion of superior healing?
Not
Can I
for
get a-
sale. It's a rare magic item.
There we go. He
Dante tried to find one for 2 weeks and was unsuccessful. He only
There
rolled
on
an 8 though, so.
Darren looks to He-Man and says, "No, my dear. No, my dear. How do I put this? No, my dearest. Unfortunately, I was not able to find that potion you were looking for. Apparently, it's so powerful, it's actually magical. Quite annoying, isn't it?"
I think he probably would have needed to roll like an 18 in order to find it, so he missed it by quite a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well done.
I just want everyone to know, being Leiron again, I kind of miss being Argonol now. Wait, well,
It's like he comes back after like a week of acting as Argon, and then he just keeps his accents like,
Yeah.
what happened to you?
What happened to you? I was having an hard time with it. I mean, I was having a hard time. I've heard that accent somewhere before.
Alright, I wasn't doing a lot of RPing, just basic stuff like shopping. I'll gonna get into it.
Okay,
I did,
dear.
I did want to just go through the dungeon stuff today because we did say we were trying to get through that.
What's
So
for food
I-
tonight, dear? Onions again? No, I can't stand onions.
Father Air did go to, I guess, the only priest that would probably still talk to him, which would be Father Gregory, in order to take his oath of vengeance against the darkest dungeon.
All right. So you go to Father Gregory to take your oath, and Father Gregory will tell you that the darkest dungeon is the foulest thing on earth, and that it caused the plague that killed all of his brothers in the rundown abbey here. He was the only survivor. The evil is penetrating and dark, and the depths of it are unfathomable. And so he'll inspire in you a great desire for vengeance, to smite the evil for all the wrongs it's done.
Yes.
Father Arid. All right. So do you
Just
guys
wait
want
till
to
he starts
return?
killing
Do
things and
you guys want to return to the
gets
darkest dungeon
cocky.
then?
I do.
Yeah, we've got more stuff to clear out. We've got those doors to open.
All right. Then move yourself to
Suck.
the entrance.
I need to find a new icon for Father Arid.
So
So
you travel across the land and up onto the plateau, out onto the cliff where the ruins are, and you descend down into the darkest dungeon. The entire building is a mass of tentacles.
I'm back. I'm back. What'd I miss?
You guys have returned to the darkest dungeon.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I didn't press enter. There you go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What did
It's
I
all right.
miss?
no, we're all
did not
very
put on the
happy
blindfold
you muted
either.
us.
Nobody noticed.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to put on the blindfold. I'm sorry, but what did I miss?
Literally, we just went
Absolutely
to the
nothing.
darkest dungeon. Nothing. It was a-
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to run and grab a drink and use the bathroom myself. So everybody, let's all take a short break.
Sounds good to
Huzzah!
me.
This isn't going to take me very long. I just have to grab something out of the fridge.
It's outrageous. It's unfair. I'm actually gonna go and do the same. I'm gonna go and grab something. Oh wait, I already broke them up. I'll go get it.
Reminds me of like World of Warcraft when not World of Warcraft, South Park when they're playing World of Warcraft. And yes, this mom became more hot pockets.
I'm back. Anyone else here?
I'm back.
I'm here.
Whew. He-Man, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to put all those stats that was on your character back if you want to.
What stats?
Stats in the description?
Why? What happened?
Yeah, I tried to tell you. You know that base thing that I tried to use? Well, there's like a code. The person who made it put a code in the description. So if you remove it and destroy it, it doesn't work. So
Whoopsie.
yeah, so I can't use the bases, unfortunately. It's a real shame. I liked them, especially the how it counted the tiles. But no, I can't use them. We're going back to the rings.
Why won't it stay on? I don't. Keeps deleting.
Ah.
Oh no.
Did it
That's
crash?
why. Yes.
Yes. Did me putting the figurine make it crash?
I guess so. It didn't make me crash, but it crashed all of you out.
What did you do? You just put the description on.
He was trying to spawn the model.
Ah. Looking at
Yeah, I
global Congress,
I don't-
am I right?
I don't have the stats just saved on like some extra Google sheet or something. Maybe I should. So I don't have to spawn another model.
It says it failed when I tried to connect.
Yeah. It's unable to load this asset bundle for some reason. Probably just gonna have to cancel it.
Mm-hmm. Damn you, devs!
Cancel. Alright, try to connect now. Should work.
There we go.
Let me switch back to my other ambience. Now you're going back into the darkest dungeon.
I'm back.
Need my hell ambience.
I got kicked. What the hell?
Okay.
Yeah. He-Man was trying to load in a model and it kicked everybody out.
Of course.
Blame me, it was my fault.
Man, Tabletop Simulator did not used to do that. It was much better before. I don't know why they went and ruined it like this.
Hey Ninja, quick question about Father Aird's new cowbell, which I'm calling the cruise bell is the cowbell. It says +4 to heals. He has a self heal that heals both HP and stress. Does that +4 to heals apply to stress, just like resistance? to
Stress
damage
heal is
applies
always
to stress
listed
damage?
as stress heal. If it says
Okay.
bonus to heal, it only applies to hit point healing.
Okay, so it doesn't work like the damage resistance, which applies to both types of damage.
I have a question,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to like the answer. You know how the Vestal skills have that fucking stupid DC number?
And?
So in my case, it should be 14. I have changed that to 17.
Why?
Am I not allowed to do that? I still don't understand why we can add, like, say if it has a plus to hit, we're allowed to add our spell mods and our strength mods and our con mods. But why is it that the saving throws are always absolute?
Mm.
Other than the trinkets.
Because it comes from the stats from Darkest Dungeon. You know, as you rank up, it has that particular thing. It's not varied by your character. It's based on the skill itself. However,
Alright.
trinkets can adjust those numbers. So you get a trinket that modifies the DC, and you equip it, and then it does like DC 18 instead of DC 14. If you have the right trinket, those abilities become quite useful. But if you don't have the trinket, hit or miss.
But I can't even increase the DC with fucking money. I don't
I
want
know.
to use the trinket.
It's a balancing thing because the trinkets are so good that it forces you, like, if you want that bonus, you have to choose to get rid of one of your cool trinkets in exchange for the trinket that boosts the DC. So,
Stun
Does
amulet,
light-
stun charm, stun stone. Hang on.
Does a bonus to blight saves help with like poison and so forth?
yeah, Blight is a mix of poison and acid.
So if I have to do a save the acid or save the poison, and my character has a bonus to blight, he would add that bonus to those saves.
Yes.
Okay.
The most I can get out of it is +2, and it removes an AC.
But how often do you get hit? I mean, almost never. How often are you even targeted? You're usually in the back.
Ugh.
I practically have to get a surprise attack on you and surround you, and then I get one hit
This
before you
isn't-
go away.
This isn't about you attacking me with stun. This is about me attacking other things with stun. If I so desired. There's also another thing which is a bit complicated, but I know how you're gonna rule, but I'll ask anyway. Investment of the Chainmaster, okay? One of its abilities is if the familiar forces a creature to make a saving throw, it uses your spell save DC. Does that work with Vestal skills? I already know what the answer's gonna be.
I don't believe so. Are any of them touch based? Because it doesn't like your familiar have to do touch spells.
No. There's no rule for that. Cantrip stones, remember?
No, we did rule some of those are cantrips, and we said that you could put them in a cantrip stone. So if your familiar is using the cantrip stone, that's fine.
Oh, so you're saying the familiar can use a DC 17 on that? Ooh, okay. Do you understand what I mean when I say this?
Oh
Well,
man, I
it's a
totally
stone,
forgot
and you're
about those
putting your
stones.
DC 17 cantrip into it, and then he's using the stone. So yeah, that
no.
all is fine.
No, it's technically DC 14 though, isn't it?
Well, what are you putting into it?
Dazzling Light as an example.
Okay, so
Dazzling Light does a D12 of radiant damage. And
I believe the rule is like whenever the caster creates the magic item or imbues it with a spell or whatever, then it goes in with whatever stats you imbued into it. So if you equip the trinket that gives you DC 17 and then you put the spell, the cantrip, like your Vestal cantrip, into the cantrip stone while you have the trinket equipped, then the stats that are imbued into the stone are the stats with the DC 17.
Even after you take off the trinket.
Yes.
But what about my little thing over here that says that if my familiar makes a saving DC, he gets to use mine? If you say it's null and void because it's a Darkest Dungeon skill, then I'll allow it. But, you know.
I would say that one doesn't matter because they're using the. If you're saying that they're using the stone thing to cast it, then it's just whatever's in the stone. That's
Correct.
unless they're casting a spell through you,
Alright.
or like you're casting the spell through them. Then yes, but you're not doing that. They're casting it through the stone, not you.
Whatever comes out of the stone is whatever went into the stone with the stats that you put into it.
Okay, so you're saying that cantrip stones don't count saving throw DCs of the Eldritchification I have.
It's a class ability. It might not. Might have to be something you're doing instead of something that you did in advance for your familiar to do later.
Whatever. We'll pick this up again. I'm probably going to rule that my familiar can use trinkets then, if this is going to be the case. I mean, Smitty can, apparently. And so can Father Arid.
Because they have class levels.
Mhm.
So, I
They're
will get
people.
I
Yeah.
will get a human Scorbeak if I have to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to because we already ruled that summon creatures can't have class levels, and so they can't wear trinkets.
Well, he'd probably morph it into a human.
Yeah, that's an option. Boy,
How
that'd
the
be weird.
That would be,
Polymorph
that'll
Scorpion.
be a, but that'll be a giant waste of spell slot.
Mm,
You could use it on an enemy.
mm. Like I said, I might just get another person if this is going to be the
What's
case.
even-
But
Yeah,
I don't know.
You could say you grabbed it on the way out, Psycho. 500 gold.
Great. Did you mean retcon?
Retcon? No.
He said recon.
Okay, so back in the Darkest Dungeon. We've come back, we've rested, we've relaxed, we've gotten a fuck ton more powerful, and we've stopped healing people that don't need healing anymore. Oh no, wait, that's just me.
All right. Venturing back into the Darkest Dungeon, it's been 2 full weeks. So you don't know how much has changed here. You enter into the first hall of the Darkest Dungeon. You see all of the Gothic architecture and the fountains of blood. You don't hear any sounds like you did previously. Before there was a bunch of chanting cultists in the next room. But all you hear is the sound of the eerie wind blowing through the ruins.
Later on remarks. I thought they'd have replenished their numbers. In all honesty.
Oh,
But,
the other thing you hear is the bass rumble in the distance, thumping, a rhythmic thumping. Boom, 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 boom.
Anyone else hear a heartbeat? Oh god, I
Yeah.
keep using the wrong accent.
Is it
So-
mine?
so
Sure it's not
Voice is
a.
big.
You sure
I can
that's not
ignore
the
your
base
hobby.
for the rave going on in the basement?
Where's that,
I don't think they'd still be just waiting there for. We'd been gone a while.
So I
Where's
got
that
that
noise
key.
coming from?
I got that key from that one room with a all holding at.
We had 2 keys, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
we used all of them. We'll continue forward, and
right.
we got that giant key, the big iron door.
We got one for this door over here. And we got one for this door over here.
Was there a door here, or
Yeah, there's a
So-
door here.
Yeah, the giant one.
All right. There's one very large door here. There's one very large door here. You have the keys to both.
Can I get promoted again, please?
There's
Can't
also
be
a
flat.
passage right here that you guys never went down.
Oh,
I'll
'cause
reveal
we didn't
this.
see
so you
anything
can
down
see
there.
We
that
didn't
one.
see that. That was a hidden area.
Yeah, you guys never went this way, so you didn't know.
we thought we had to go a different way because we thought the hidden area was like that.
Yeah,
it's like
there
a
was
dead
nothing
end.
here.
Your eyes will deceive you if you've never gone down that hall.
We did. We went here. It just looked like a wall. It was just wall, pure
No.
black wall.
As I remember it, you guys went over here, you looked at the door, and then you went that way.
That's because we didn't have the key yet.
Can I
Well,
get a promotion,
I
please?
I would want to return to this door. I wouldn't want to go down yet if there was.
Laron puts his hands behind his back and looks at him and says, "Down that door, eh? Any particular reason?"
The entrance hall did look pretty grand. It had these nice stone columns. Plus, if we're going into those other doors, the other people were taunting us, so I don't know if they set a trap.
What's with this
Might want to
pixie
explore
counter?
more first.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
there's a way
when-
to flank them.
one of He-Man's
Oh,
abilities.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
when I rage, sometimes I randomly spawn pixies that explode.
It's one of his abilities. You treasure that. You look after it. 'Cause I'm not giving you another one.
Okay.
Very well. I guess we shall move towards the grand doors.
Ah,
Huzzah! Oh, the rat!
I've watched that video like 12 times in the last 3
Oh,
days.
it's so good, isn't it?
I've shared it around everybody I know. Nobody comments on it. I'm just starting to think nobody liked it, but I think it's hilarious.
Oh, I liked it. I really liked it. I'm just not one for comments.
I liked it so much I tried to show my wife, who
Huzzah!
failed to see.
Huzzah!
She stopped at the second huzzah and walked away.
Aw.
She's not a
Didn't
true.
even get to the punchlines.
Aw.
All right, so you guys are going to
That's
move
a
into the
very
next.
weird animation
Next
style
animation.
that guy has, by the way.
I believe it's video that he's doing a filter on top of.
I don't know how he's doing it. I thought it was that like Instagram app where you take a picture of something's face or someone's face, and you make them match the movements that your own face does.
I imagine it's probably like an After Effects filter or something that just cartoonizes each frame of the video. So they probably like dress up and then record themselves in front of a green screen, and then they run the filter on it, and then put themselves over whatever background they want. Just guessing. You know, I have some background in special effects, so that's how I think they're doing it. Without
Are you
knowing.
guys ready? You guys want to go for the door?
All right, you guys rush into the next room. So in the next room, there's just piles of dead everywhere. All of the rapturous cultists that you killed, all of the enormous Templar monsters, the scorpion-like creatures. They're guts spewed across the floor, across the flagstones. You enter into the area where you see the encampment, where all the cultists had their camps. There's fountains of blood and piles of rotting corpses. It's all quite disturbing. Nobody ever touched their food stores. Those are still sitting over there. Who knows if they've rotted in the last couple weeks.
Exactly.
All right, so you guys head north up through here, past all this, past the second battle where you see all those corpses, and then you hang a left and go down the long hall, which connects to the main intersection. So you have two big keys.
Da-na-na-na.
One of the keys will unlock this door.
I open it.
All right, 10 fireballs go off.
Why
What?
would they- Oh,
Wait, what?
No,
What?
I'm just kidding. The door opens. On the other side, you see a massive chamber. Simply massive. There's all these huge columns extending high into the ceiling, the tall, dark ceiling. In the distance, you can see the gore and the demonic pustules festering in the distance with the wiggling tentacles and the mists. Everything's pretty gross here. These Rapturous cultists are not here. I was just putting them in the hidden area before, so ignore those. They're not there. You see, beyond the pillars, there's an enormous 20-foot wide staircase that descends to the second floor below.
We should probably take care of that later.
The other one was the doorway to the stairs.
So there's another path here, and I guess there's another stairwell here. So
Yes,
do you want
they'll-
the path or the stairwell?
There do seem to be other ways down, but
Well, this one?
we should not carry on. We should not carry on going down while we still have other stuff, other things to kill on the first level.
Let's go down this other hallway
Yeah.
to the left.
We don't want to be trapped with enemies to our rear.
Okay, so Rikarul scouting ahead, Vanguard, He-Man second place. Actually, everybody stop where you're at right now. Rikarul triggered a trap.
I'm over by. Hang on.
Of course he did.
So would
Dang
it
it,
be
forgot the torch.
Grill and yep, He-Man. would
Yeah, I
be
forgot about the torch.
Squeezing. Arrows,
Why don't you have a torch grill? If you're
I don't know. It's because someone dropped it and I took it.
So, when the party gets to here, Rikaril steps in front of the Dark Shrine, and a magical energy field starts to appear around the Dark Shrine suddenly. And then this room here flickers into view, and a Dark Priest steps before your view. Basically, the Dark Shrine, he's looking through this corrupted altar, through the Dark Shrine, through the magic at Rikaril. So this guy's looking through here, and his view is then looking here.
The fat cultist.
I give him the middle finger.
All right. You give the middle finger to the fat cultist priest's visage. He materializes before you, sort of a hologram of him before you in the swirling magics. And the fat cultist priest says, "You have returned." He no longer has the 17 damage he had before. He's going to call out to you. He's going to point at you with one gnarled, cruel finger, and it's got this long, gross fingernail. And he's going to bend his finger at you and point, and he's going to say, "You will die for infiltrating the den, the lair of the new god." And then he's going to raise his arms into the air and begin chanting in Abyssal, and magic swirl around him. And you can see behind him, I guess you wouldn't see
Actually-
behind him because he's on the other side of this thing.
Oh, I was going to. Is he an illusion, you said?
Yeah, you're just seeing an illusion of him. He's not really there.
I shoot the Dark Shrine.
All right. So you're shooting at the Dark Shrine.
Can I
go
hang on,
out.
hang on? Before you calculate what happens, Zolder says that he can understand Abyssal. So, can he hear what kind of chanting the fat priest said he did?
Okay. Let me look at the spell description here.
Oh, spell description
Putting
A.
the DM on the spot.
Yep.
All right.
Ever since he killed my first character, this entire campaign has just been one long slog of revenge.
So what he says in Abyssal is he says, hang on. He says,
Darkness, 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 evil, dark, gruely, earth, death, darkness, darkness.
he says, I call upon you, Xerxes, to repay the debt. Destroy these intruders. This is what he says. And he casts a spell that opens a portal. He's rigged it to open a portal on this wall back here.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh no, it's a.
Oh no, it's
Ow.
what the fuck? Not a beholder.
Oh, F and A.
We're not in Dungeons and Dragons world. Why is that there?
Oh, no.
I don't know. Beholder
Oh,
seems to fit
no.
the theme of Darkest Dungeon hella good.
Oh shit. Anti-magic. Anti-magic.
Don't have
That's what we're gonna
anti.
do. We're gonna have to run.
I'll get my monsters manual open so I can get some stats on this bad boy.
This is point
It's
for
an
like a
actual
level 8
beholder
party.
now.
With Fayed.
Do.
It was looking pretty easy up until now, huh?
Yes, people normally fight me.
We gotta-
Beholders are
Can we
beholders
please,
are nasty, nasty.
please get a bigger fighting area. Oh no.
We are all in the anti-magic ray.
Can we fill the room with
Ninja.
flour and explode it like in Goblin Slayer?
Ninja, we're level 6.
No.
How could you? We're all
Calypso.
level 6.
Aren't they like CR15 or something stupid like that?
Yeah, there's CR13. You fight CR13 monsters every week.
That's true.
That's still a high as hell CR. I was not far off.
It just takes a long time.
All right, he's got +2 on his initiative. I'm gonna set that up here. Is everybody's initiative accurate right now?
Let me double check real quick. Mine's 6. Yeah, okay, that's accurate.
Mine's good.
How long does it take for him to chant and summon this thing? Can we react
One
to it?
day.
Basically, that was his surprise round. We'll see what the initiative
Alright,
says. Okay, so the Beholder is materializing. He's got a little bit of summoning sickness. You guys react a little bit quicker than the Beholder can. Zalder is aware that the magic begins swirling behind him, and a raging Beholder comes passing through the gate with a hungry look. So,
I
Zelda,
say,
what
look
do you
out behind you.
You
Oh
all
shit!
behind
It's
it.
a beholder.
Oh shit! It's
Can
a
we
eyeless creature.
Can
Well,
we
no,
have
no,
an area defined for his anti-magic? I would assume I can tell that my magic is not working right now.
Well, it's an action to use his code of anti-magic. He's not using
Is it?
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, so you
I
got
thought,
like a.
okay. I'm used to AD&D where it's a passive effect out of this central eyeball.
Anti-magic cone. The beholder's central eye creates an area of anti-magic, as in the anti-magic field spell, in a 150-foot cone. At the start of each of its turns, the beholder decides which way the cone faces and whether the cone is active. The area works only against the beholder's own eye ray. No, the area works against the beholder's own eye rays.
yeah, he can't shoot if he's anti-magicking.
So we'll
So
find.
I guess is it on or off now?
His turn hasn't-
He would have been looking forward when he came through, so it's on.
Damn it, ninja!
You're in it.
I'm in
So
it. Okay. So I'm all magic. I can't do shit.
Welcome to the club, pal.
let the big boys handle this.
That's rough, buddy.
So Zalder is going to take the better part of valor and get out of the anti-magic ray in the line of fire for now. And he will. You know what? He's got his lightning bolt. I'm going to ready an action to cast lightning bolt if he happens to move up and I get his flank.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Ready to action, lightning bolt when you see target.
Well, no, if I get a flank, because like if he turns and sees me, I can't cast it because it's anti-magic. But if he moves up ahead and I see his side, I'm gonna light him up.
Gotcha.
How the hell do you
So yeah,
calculate?
so that's Psycho Frogs.
Mad God.
What was that?
Oh,
No?
why did it have to be Beholders? Why did it have to be something anti-magic? I'm no longer having fun. Boo. Boo.
This is
You should at least
well,
take
we
a
gotta
fight.
strategize rather than just womp on stuff. Strategery is it?
My entire strategy is fucking magic based, and I have none of that.
No spells.
Speaking to the
Scorbeak
choir.
disappears. Magic
Scorbeak does
items
not
become
disappear.
mundane.
Scorbeak
Oh
doesn't.
shit!
disappear.
I just lost my familiar, didn't I?
No, you didn't. They're
Wait, so
not
does that mean
magic.
Houdini.
my +1 acid sword just turns into a 3d6 sword?
It's
Yeah,
all
it
magic.
says if you're in the line of sight, your magic items are mundane items right now.
No, but Ninja, 90% of my AC is magic items. What about
I
our
bet.
trinkets?
Yeah, trinkets are magic items too.
So
You're
basically,
how this
my
calculation
sword
does that
lost
mean?
its effect. Yeah, would that also mean that I can't? Does that also mean I can't turn into a werewolf?
Nah, that's a biological feature of your. It's like a racial trait. You can just do that.
Okay, good.
Question. Two
Um,
additional questions.
Yeah.
Enchantments like mage armor, they're just suppressed. They're not straight out like dispelled, correct?
Suppressed in the sphere. It doesn't function, but the time it spends suppressed counts against its duration, and then if it's then out of the
Okay.
area, it winks back in.
Okay. So I don't lose mage armor, it's just
Suppressed.
not always there. Alright. And then how does this interact with Darkest Dungeon trinkets?
It
He
cancels
said
them
it
out
Yeah.
temporarily.
them.
They become like just a mundane item. It doesn't have any powers if you're being looked at.
Okay.
Familiars are still
That's
active
gonna be
because
weird.
they themselves are not magical.
Well, it says
They're not.
summoned creatures disappear. Because he was summoned, he would go boop.
Where does it say that? Show me that right now.
It's anti-magic field, the spell. If you look it up, it's the first paragraph.
By Houdini.
Anti-magic. I hate the DM. Okay,
I picked an enemy that is very, very scary for your group.
spells can't be cast. Summon creatures disappear. Wait, does this mean the haste potion? Does that still work?
If you drank it, would it not apply anymore?
You would have the effect would be suppressed, but you would
Okay.
still be taking
Right,
the
well,
ticks
he's
of
still-
duration away.
Got it.
So your duration still counts down.
Right.
It says the familiars disappear, but are they killed? Like, are they in their pocket dimension or?
I believe if he stops looking in their direction, they return.
Okay. Spells suppressed still consume their duration. Fuck that. You resume when the artifacts and deity magic are unaffected. Ooh, artifacts and deity magic are unaffected by this spell. So, clerics. I mean, my magic is from my deity.
So you should still have your spells.
Puppy eyes.
You have your Darkest Dungeon clerical thingies.
Can I still use them?
Uh,
It's deity-based magic. I mean, it probably means like the magic
Deity.
from
no, I believe they mean when a deity
A
casts a
deity
spell, they
magic,
ignore
yeah.
anti-magic fields.
the deity's magic. I don't know. I always say that wrong. I always say deity because I'm dumb.
Durelius isn't even a deity. He's just like a lesser angel.
What are you talking about? That is that is a deity. Deity.
Nah, he's a CR16 angel. Or less than that even, maybe.
Okay, well, I'm running out of choices here. Okay, last question. If I use my black bow on this thing, which has a spell stored in it, will it?
You would just be firing a regular arrow at its face.
Yeah, it's a mundane bow if you're being looked at.
Oh, I hate you! 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 I hate you!
You guys want to get
I hate you, I
flanking
hate
so that he has to look in one direction or the other, and then half of you won't be in the field.
So,
Right now, he's looking forward, so it's getting everybody.
All right, fine. I'm using my action to draw my, because it's literally the only thing I can do. I'm using my action to draw my.
Actually, Rikuril's not in the field of view, so Rikuril not affected.
If I
Mm.
no, I can't. There's no point in me buffing my targets, is there? Because the point of it is that they're going to be looking at them, and the attack will be suppressed.
Well, you probably can't, because no magic.
Well, if I stand where Zolder is, and I
Right.
cast the spell directed at them from there.
Yeah, that could work. You can get behind cover.
No,
Well,
the
I
thing
don't
is-
know. If you shoot a spell into the area, it nullifies it.
Well, would it? I'd have thought that if it was looking at the character, then it would nullify it on the character.
It says, like, in the area, spells are suppressed. So you can cast into it, but they'll just go away.
I valiantly run away. Hang on, my familiar split from me for some reason.
I wanted to make the Darkest Dungeon scary. Mission accomplished.
I come over here, and there's no point in me casting any spells, so I take the. I hold my-
No, I'm
I hold
normal
my-
size now.
I
while it's
hold my
looking at
action.
me.
Put it back to normal.
Yeah, why are you normal size?
Because he's looking at me.
Oh, the ring.
Well, hang on. Doesn't your ring take a while for you to shrink back to normal size? Isn't it like an hour or something?
No, you said the shrinking happens instantaneously if I take it off. You said
Oh,
the
it's just the
growing
growth is
process.
an
Oh my
takes a
God.
long time.
Gotcha.
Oh,
gotcha.
it takes an hour. Last time I thought you said it took the whole week for that to apply.
Yeah, it takes a
Is it a
week
week?
for him to grow.
All right. It's a
Yeah.
week.
That's what I
He's
remember. you
small this
originally
whole
saying.
dungeon.
Oh, no.
It was small the whole dungeon.
Yeah, I gotta restart.
So Zolder, I put it in the chat, but his little hover field around his Staff of Adornment that holds those vials is, well, he just lost the vials that were floating there
Uh-oh.
as they smashed to the ground.
You know, if I
Or what-
consider it.
Do you want to
when
use a
I'm-
reaction to catch one?
No, he uses reaction to catch his arcane crystal, which is his spell focus, because that was the priority.
Yeah.
Oh, because it fell.
Yeah, because it fell too, and so he
But
grabbed
it
his
only
arcane focus.
suppresses. His sight only suppresses my
Right.
size,
So
right? So
my
would I grow
staff-
back instantaneously?
Mm.
Could we
Oh.
rule that if familiars disappear, what does it take to bring them back? Can they reappear as an action, or do they just reappear in a space that isn't occupied by the gaze, the beholder's gaze?
Let's just in general treat it like a light switch. So on off. So whatever effects you have active normally will be active even when you're in the anti-magic field. They just don't. They'll be suppressed, right? So He-Man is still large, and when he's not in the anti-magic field, he will still be large.
Okay.
But when
Right.
you're looked at, you're small. So right now you're small.
Okay. I need to calculate my DC here. my
And
AC
for
here.
the summoned creatures, they're gone if they're looked at. They are there if they are not looked at.
Zolder's going to just keep a tight grip on his crystal in his offhand, not trusting it to keep it floating. At least not while fighting this beholder.
Wait, did Lyra finish his turn?
Yeah, I finished my turn because there's literally nothing I can do.
Okay, Caster Blaster said he would be right back, but he rolled to attack it. 17 to hit and 4 piercing. I'm guessing he's using some kind of crossbow thing.
Okay.
These are
I was on the wrong
pretty high
tab.
AC, if I recall.
Rick crossbow, 17 to hit. The monster has AC 18. It misses.
Ooh,
I am-
just barely.
I am holding my action for something special, by the way. I haven't wasted it. I've still got it.
So that was 2 attacks. You make a second shot with the crossbow, and that one missed as well. You there, Caster?
He's not here.
He said be
He's
right back.
not.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. Well, after Rikril takes his 2 shots, the Beholder is going to go.
It's outrageous. It's unfair. I was guaranteed the rank of master. It's meant to be like 150 feet, so good luck. It's just everything in like.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check for the beholder. He's smart. He has an insight that's even higher than that. So what he's going to do is he's going to move forward, but he's going to turn to face this way, which means his cone goes like this as he moves. He's going to prevent you from casting any lightning bolts. And then
Yeah.
two of his eye stalks on the side of his body are going to look in this direction at Father Arid and He-Man Bubs. So,
Oh.
Father Arid...
What the hell? Why is there a giant Zalt?
The beholder just like it's two side eye stalks just see me like inflate like what the fuck?
All right, Father Arid, roll a DC 16 Wisdom save.
DC 16 Wisdom save?
Yes.
What's his Wisdom save? +4. But it's not amazing.
Did the beholder not?
Is there any?
Oh no, wait, yeah, he's doing it now. Sorry.
Is there a particular effect he's trying to resist?
Sleep.
So he got that 20, or
Alright.
no, modified 20.
Modified 20.
Father Arid unaffected by
So-
the sleep ray. And then He-Man, you get zapped by a paralyzing ray. That's a DC 16 con save.
Oof.
Paralyzing?
Paralyzing.
Stunning.
Nope, paralyze.
18.
All right.
Nice.
So you are not
That's a good one
paralyzed
to
for a minute.
resist.
Oh, there he goes. 3 people versus this giant-eyed motherfucker.
Let me see here. So he moved his eye. He did his 2 eye stalks.
Hello.
Oh, it says he can fire 3 rays. I thought it was 2.
Cassie, you still can't hear you. Was it a legendary action?
Well, it just says he can make 3 eye ray attacks per turn. So let me make one more. This is also going to be against He-Man. This one's a Enervation Ray. Make a DC 16 con save.
You guys able to hear me?
19.
Huzzah.
All right. So you
Aha.
resist the Enervation Ray.
What would that have done? Or are you not going to tell us?
Oh, it does half as
Strength
much,
reduction.
so it's still going to do damage to you. It's necrotic damage.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh. At least
So-
your regeneration's back on.
Half of that
Oh,
is 20
20.
damage.
Ow.
Wow. Was he raging? No, it wasn't raging.
Well, it
No,
was
and it's
necrotic
not
damage
wood.
anyway.
Ah, right, yeah. I got it.
And I don't
Yeah.
have. I'm not a bear.
You're not a bear. I know.
I'm not a bear barbarian that has resistance to everything besides
Yeah.
psychic.
Yeah.
That was higher than an average roll. He hit you hard with that one.
You're not a daddy bear.
Oh, daddy.
No.
All right. So Xerxes fires 3 eye rays, Bzzz, 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 and then he's going to say, "Intruders, you will die. The mighty Xerxes is unbeatable. Your magics are forfeit. Surrender and be consumed."
Leiron looks around and goes, I didn't sign up for this. I was promised magic in return for being in here.
Oh, hang on. He said that in Undercommon. A bunch of you probably didn't understand that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think any of us understand undercommon.
All right. Never mind then. He says a bunch of stuff, but nobody understands
under-
the language of the
undercommon.
beholder.
I know, I understand Undercommon.
You do? All right. So you heard him.
Yeah.
You heard him. He's saying, "Get in my belly."
I say the exact
Alright,
same.
is
I
that
say
is that his
before.
turn?
I didn't sign up for this. I was promised power.
Alright, because he's no longer looking at me, I'm going to bonus action drink a potion of haste. And I'm gonna move up to him. And I'm gonna activate my sword with Fushoda. And I'm gonna slash him 4 times. And yell at him. If you're so smart, you'd say stuff that we understand. If you're trying to taunt us, just smack him a lot. Alright, let's see.
So you drank a potion. Was that your bonus action?
Yeah, because I have it on a bandolier thing.
He's gonna
Bandolier.
bonus. He's gonna bonus action drink haste spell now instead of fucking.
Raging.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his thing is a constitution thing, so the damage doesn't seem to help.
If it's in, but if it's in your bandolier,
It's a
wouldn't
hit.
it be a free?
The hit.
Well, it's normally an action to drink a potion, but because it's on the bandolier, it's only a bonus action.
bonus. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so this does 26 points of damage for the first one. That one's a miss. That one's also
Oh,
that's a
crit
nat one.
miss. Son of a
What
bitch.
happens to me?
Oh boy.
What's
One
the
moment.
strat?
Before you, can I just say quickly, you know that red sphere from our last adventure
Yep.
that lets people in. Well, you remember how we got those rings a while back with the ring of Devil's Sight, which lets us see in magical darkness.
Mhm.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
anyone could use that then. We were debating as
But
to how
you have to roll every round, every 6 seconds. You have to roll to see if it vaporizes itself.
that is.
Oh wait, I would. Nah, already. Fuck, I already attacked. I was gonna say my first action would have been to use battle ballad, but I already rolled 3 attacks.
So He-Man, crit fail. You take 8 stress. People who
Okay.
see He-Man do that within 20 feet take 10 stress. Weapon attack
Oh.
critical fail. You lose your combat footing, exposing yourself to enemies. Your enemies have advantage on their first attack roll against you on their next attack roll against you next round.
AC is currently 15.
So He-Man, right after your series of attacks, one of the eye stalks glances at you and fires off as a legendary action.
Oh. Yeah, I do have a 4th attack, but is
Well,
it
hang on. It
attacking
won't
like
happen
a
until
weird-
after you finish. So do your last attack first.
Okay.
It won't happen.
I'll
until
chop off
after-
your tentacle. Oh,
He can't use his
Ooh.
legendary
Oh,
action
yeah.
until after a person takes their
it's
turn.
exceptional.
Yeah.
Damn, if only I did
Yeah, you
use
don't have
battle
battle
ballad, it
ballad.
would have. Yeah,
I know, right?
but I would have only gotten 2 attacks. But the second attack that I made would have hit if I did have battle ballad. This is he takes. I reroll one of the ones. Ooh, maximum damage. So this is 30 points of
30.
damage.
Okay, puts him at 56.
This is so unfair.
Yeah, that was my TTX.
All right, so the eye stalk that glanced at you, that's another enervation ray. DC 16 con save.
More con. Ooh.
Isn't that
You
your
mean,
best stat?
Yep, 17.
Nice.
Look at that shit.
All
But
right.
this one still hurts at half, right?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh god.
Even if I make
17?
it, so it's still gonna hurt me a lot.
Yeah, 17
7.
necrotic damage. All right.
This only happens at the end of my turn, right?
Yeah, after your turn, he
Okay.
takes one legendary action, and then it goes to the next person.
Okay, so I would check for healing first and acid damage. I do not fall asleep. My healing and acid cancel each other out, so nothing happened. Okay, what's the damage? How much damage do I take? This is gonna be scary.
It's always scary.
Don't explode me.
It was 17.
Oh, 17?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it halves that?
No, it was 34. 17 was after the half.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
32 and 17. I'm at... Oof. Nearly bloodied.
All right. Does anybody know where the Marmorial token is?
Oh, we're still using that? The fucking blue guy? No, we don't need it. It's fucking. Oh, he's not here. Ignore him. He's not here.
Oh, I see it. Let me delete that one. All right. Scorbeak, sir, not appearing right now. Father Arid, what do you do?
Father Arid.
Oh, come on. Can't Scorbeak be in like an unoccupied space? Like over
Oh,
here?
wait,
As far as I know, he's
Alright.
on your shoulder, which means he's being looked at.
Ninja, with the rest of my movement, could I move through this corner space and just go around him? Or
He's here, so yeah, you can squeeze through.
Okay. Let's see if I moved 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I would be able to get all the way around him to the side.
All right, so Father Arid is going to hold up his holy symbol, and as a bonus action, he is going to use his vow of enmity against uh, the beholder. He will have advantage
I gotta go.
on.
Oh, okay, bye.
What happened?
I'm having goddamn internet connection issues, and they're logging me out of shit.
Oh, all right.
Bye.
Maybe he'll come back if he
So-
fixes it.
Maybe. There's always hope.
So Father Arid for the next, is it how long? 1 minute, will have advantage on all attack rolls against the beholder.
Okay.
And that counts as his channel divinity.
You have advantage because of flanking.
Double advantage now.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot
no.
about double advantage. I
You
guess I
plus
didn't need to
one.
do that, but
Well, it gives you a +1 on both rolls,
Uh,
so why not?
yep. He is
I love that
Not
we still
gonna
use
use-
Morty.
Yeah, me too.
right.
Big armed Morty.
Yep.
He's just gonna take a swing with his Earthbreaker. It's gonna come up as a chop, but it's not.
I love the visual.
It's just
Big armed
standard
Morty
roll.
versus a beholder.
I mean, give Morty a blood dome and he can kill anything.
It's like, oh, Rick, I don't know. I don't know about this, Rick.
Relax, Morty. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
And he manages.
He missed.
Ooh,
Fair
big
enough.
whiff.
Oh wait.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he somehow misses with 2 4s. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Luck.
Unlikely, but it happened.
Shitty.
Unluck.
I mean, the odds of that are 1 in 400, but whatever. Yeah, I guess that's it.
He-Man, kill this thing!
I'm trying.
I can't do it myself. He's got some kind of magic. Some kind of weird eye thing. It scares me.
Top of the new
At least-
initiative. Zalder is
Should
first.
at least be not next to each other. Just saying.
Kill it.
It's keeping you suppressed so you can't use your powerful spells.
But I want to use my powerful spells.
I know. I know you do.
The
I
mage should
literally-
be the one flanking. I don't know why you guys went both behind the same wall.
I literally, what do you mean? I literally respect my character because no one was healing, and now I've made a built-in damage dealer. And literally, first combat I'm in. Oh, you can't use your magic. Yeah.
The
I mean, you're the one
horror.
that positioned yourself to where Zalder was, so that's kind of your fault.
How is it my fault? How
Well,
can I
this is
flank-
just like Darkest Dungeon, where you get like the thing,
If-
and then
if
you
you
start
were-
insulting your allies all the time.
If,
You know
if
that's-
you were still over here, you wouldn't be in the cone of anti-magic. So you moved over where Zalder was.
I was still in the cone of anti-magic if I stayed there. My plan was to attack with Scorbeak, but no.
He-Man's
Don't
got the
stack
affliction
those
of
gadgets.
abusive.
All right.
He's
Zalder's
only got
gonna
35
just
health.
peek over his shoulder real quick to Leiron and says, I'm going right, you go left. And so Zalder is going to move here. Now you can move 5 feet within combat, right? You can circle as
Yeah.
part of your movement, correct? Without trigger.
Yeah.
So he's gonna
It triggers
circle,
when you leave his threatened zone.
So he's gonna circle to this square, so he's no longer in the line of sight.
Touch spell.
Your magic
Gotcha.
pops back in.
And immediately teleports here.
Okay.
So that's my bonus action.
Yep.
And he's going to look at the beholder and say, "Eat lightning bolt," and hold out his bronze armored covered hand and unleash the stored lightning bolt within, using spell shaping to obviously avoid his two buddies
Dex save?
who would otherwise. Dex save against a 16. I
Would you
believe.
even need to spell shape it against Father Aaron? Is he not out of the way already?
Well, it's 5
It's like-
feet wide, so depending on how you decide 5 feet wide is, it's
5
either
feet's just this
exact-
line.
Yeah, I always
Right.
count the
Alright.
lightning bolt as just within the square. So, from here it would just
Okay.
be down this line.
Well, then I shape it so that it forks around He-Man. So
So its width is like here to here.
probably pretty damn impressive from your. It's probably pretty damn impressive from your perspective there, He-Man. As
He's
lightning
Coming right
just
at
goes
me.
right.
Ah!
The
and then it
beholder,
just
Hello again.
folds
the
around.
beholder does an aerial maneuver and dodges half of the lightning bolt damage. So what's the damage so I can have it?
Back.
Oh, he managed to pass his deck save.
He got a 22.
No, he said the beholder
Ah.
passes the test.
So 29 minus half, so 14.
14
Not
lightning
a shit
damage.
ton, but it's something.
Puts him at 70 damage.
That's all his actions right now.
All right. At the end of your turn, legendary action. An eyeball, one of the eye stalks, glances at you.
Oh, shit.
Slowing ray. The target creature must succeed on a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
16. Ooh.
Against all
You're a
their-
wizard.
Uh,
Hope you put plenty in decks.
Dexterity 4. I do have a decent amount of decks, yes. Woohoo!
All
Well
right.
done.
You
I
dodge
just
the
do like a
ray.
little matrix move and it just passes right over my head.
All right. That was a good one to dodge. Slowing ray would have messed your day up.
Yeah, you can't cast when you're slowed, can you?
It takes away your reaction. Or wait, it says you can take either an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Oh yeah, that was my whole play style of moving around and teleporting.
And you can't take reactions at all.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
But you made the save, so you're fine. No effect.
Woohoo!
All right, layer on life
How many
givers.
legendary actions do monsters get a
He can do that 3 times a turn.
turn?
Yes.
Ah,
Which means he gets 3 eye rays and the eye that kills your magic, and then after 3 of your turns, he also gets another eye ray.
I hate this guy.
oh God.
The action economy on this, like, you're like, we got potions of speed. And I'm like, all right, let's play the action economy game.
Yeah, no magic. This is what you wanted all along. PCs with no magic. This is our punishment.
Ninja, when he shoots the eye beam, the slowing eye beam, is that an attack?
Those count as legendary actions. It counts as a spell casting, I believe, or a spell-like ability, which doesn't provoke.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say Sentinel. If he's making an attack against an ally, somebody other than me, then I get a hit.
Yeah, it's more like casting a spell. He never makes an attack roll. It's always saving throws.
Okay.
I mean, he literally just looked at me funny.
He does have.
Looking at my friends. Ah, die.
He can bite you, but he's unlikely to do so.
Okay, so won't be able to join tabletop for a little bit.
Hey, how has he been able to... Oh, right, you haven't been casting at us while he's in his own eye rays.
Yeah, he never targets forward. He shot a bunch of rays this way.
What was that you said, Caster?
Someone's been getting into my account. I can't log into like tabletop for right now. We got someone working on it.
Give it a hack, man.
Yeah.
Alright. What happens if I occupy this space? Will I get my magic nerfed?
No. No, that space is like 75% in the clear, so you could avoid it.
Okay. I go 5, 10, 15. It is 5 feet, even if it's is it 5 feet if it's on a tight corner?
Yeah, you can't diagonal through a solid corner wall like
Corner.
that.
Boo. Right then. What's it here? 5, 10,
20.
15, 20. So I'm out of magic. So I'm out of the magic cone now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out of the magic cone. I got my magic back. Huzzah! All my health, all my lovely abilities. But I'm within 5 feet of the monster, so I have disadvantage to attack. So, I'm going to. What do I have that's. If only I had that fucking stone that Zolda had, but I don't. So, meh.
And Father Aaron.
Why didn't you buy one? It's like 500 gold. It's cheap.
Because I'm a tight ass and it's never been a problem.
Till right this second.
Yeah, until right this second. Have you modified?
I mean, you could just take the attack of opportunity and move away.
I'll take the attack of opportunity. Because all my things are back.
All right. The
You can only
beholder
do-
attempts to
but then
bite
you-
you with his reaction, but he misses.
Huzzah!
And now He-Man gets to attack him.
Do I? Can I attack
was an
when
attack
they
against
use a
your-
reaction? Okay, I attack him then.
Yeah, Sentinel.
Attack against an ally.
You've finally been able to use it.
My
Ah,
god.
Jesus, not another one.
Natural one, of course it is.
So, He-Man
It's the
flubbing
same
one more
1 in
time.
4 from the other time I rolled.
You take 7 stress, and so does everybody else. Within 20 feet.
Get good,
And-
man. Get good.
Your penalty is the same. Combat footing. Target has advantage on their first attack roll against you.
Stage
I'm nearly at 50 stress. Okay, so going
And
back
we've
to my
barely
turn.
entered this nonsense.
Going into my turn, I'm going to
30
use.
something.
I'm going to use a new ability. So, is this beholder either an unholy creature or a beast creature?
Neither.
Damn.
Large aberration.
Large aberration. Okay. Well, I am going to, using the power of my sorcery points, I'm going to use the Hand of Light ability for Vestal. Using my meta magic, I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to turn that into a bonus action casting. So I'm using Hand of Light as a bonus action.
And what is Hand of Light?
I shall read the description. As a ranged spell attack of 20 feet, you call down a beam of holy light on a target. If it hits, you gain the Hand of Light buff, which gives me +7 damage for Vestal skills and +2 to hit. Ah, that's why it was different. Hang on, I've got 1 sec. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Okay, yep. And, oh wait, I can't twin it, can I?
Wait.
Hmm?
That was not a critical on fail for He-Man. He has advantage.
Oh, right. Okay, so we don't get the 7 stress.
It's still
it is
missed,
4.
but not.
Yeah.
not the
Oh
crit
yeah,
fail.
that's right.
Okay. Yeah. Negate that stress then.
I just realized we're not against a group of enemies, so that is annoying. But okay, I'm still going to carry on with my plan. So, Hand of Light, first of all, on this creature. So, where are my rollers? It's this one. So,
Good catch.
I roll
That's
a
a hit.
19.
Just barely.
Huzzah. Huzzah. It deals 10 damage, and I get the Hand of Light buff. And with my action, I cast. Would you rather have this thing stunned or have -6 to its AC?
Stunned because then it can't eyeball us.
I'll cast Dazzling Light, blind this motherfucker into hurting. With a yep. 22 to hit. I rolled
Does
another
hit.
9.
All
That
right.
does hit. You are dealt a considerable 17
What are the
damage.
odds of that being 915 both times?
Really shitty.
Really,
rollers
really
suck.
bad. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong with these rollers.
And the same damage, by the way, too. So D7 on the D12.
I don't know.
You should
I
probably
don't
wail
know.
on the button a few times to cycle it.
There we go. It is different. It's just weird. So what I get? 17. Deal 17 damage, and Ninja, make a DC 14. I can't remember. Hang on. Wisdom? Hang on. Wisdom save. Yeah, make a DC 14 Wisdom save.
All right. I rolled a 9, or 2 plus 7. I mean.
You are stunned for a turn.
All right.
Well, this fight got a little bit easier.
A little bit.
Melee fighters. Wait, is stun auto crits or is that if they're unconscious? I forget which one.
Stun? Oh gosh, hold on. Let me look it up.
Well, hang on. I've got a ring.
Stun condition is considered incapacitated. Any unconscious
So
creature
you
is
have
incapacitated.
advantage.
Oh wait, they cannot speak, move.
You have
they're unaware of
advantage.
their surrounding. Oh wait, that's different. Okay, we got double
No,
advantage.
stunned is attack. So it automatically fails strength and dex saving throws.
Oh,
Can't move
incapacitated.
or speak. And
Defaults are weak.
attack rolls have advantage. It
Okay,
also
cool.
has incapacitated, which means it cannot take an action or a reaction. I guess it could still take legendary actions though.
Oh boy.
Can you use legend? Does it
Well, legendary action
resistance?
is an action, and it says it can't, so.
Uh,
I'm going
I
to say
guess-
while he's stunned, he doesn't do anything.
Okay.
What happened
This
to
is
my
the power
evidence?
of money.
yeah.
The power of money.
The power of spending a lot of money.
So, I guess, Caster, I can move your piece for you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna. How close to him? Am I?
You're in charging range.
You could, yeah. You're
Mm,
within 30 feet. You could just move up and hit him.
If you move to here, that would be 30 feet because you'd have to pass through an ally. But then you
Alright,
could you could enlarge if you want to shapeshift. That would put you.
Werewolf.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just get this done over with. And I'm gonna try and since I'm gonna try and whip off its eyes.
You're gonna have to squeeze because you've got Father Arid in here, so that's gonna give you disadvantage. But because it's stunned, you have advantage, so they cancel out.
Alright.
You have double advantage because I'm also on the other side of
Oh
it.
yeah, he's also flanking, so that counts as advantage then.
So, will the strength check to try and take its eyes out?
We probably have to
Or are
roll
you
an
making
attack
a
roll.
bite attack? Okay, bite its eyes off.
Yeah, bite the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Eat them.
Slurp these noodles.
It's a shame I don't have a squeezing ring.
So there actually is a thing like that.
That's first one.
All right, so that's called dirty fighting. You have dominance, which means you can do it. You have to engage in a contested grapple check, which he automatically fails because he's stunned and he can't make athletics checks. So you have to.
I got 19.
All right. Well, a 19 hits. So, all right. If you want to do what you're saying, if you want to go after one of the eyes, what you do is you make the grapple attempt, which is a auto success because he's stunned, and then you would do the dirty fighting special action called eye jab. Target is blinded until the end of its next turn. You may also shove the creature as part of the dirty trick, but at disadvantage. You probably don't want to shove it because he's in a good location, but blinding is pretty awesome against a beholder.
Yeah.
Wouldn't blinded only affect one of its eyes?
Oh yeah, well I'm assuming you'll try to blind the eye cone so that he can't anti-magic field you guys.
Well, if it's blinding non-magically, then yes, please, Daddy-o.
You have the option though.
Yeah.
You could target a random eye stalk, or you could go for the big eye in the center.
I'm gonna go for the big eye.
That's
eye.
what I figured.
Big eye. Big eye. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so a successful eye jab. So he can't use that effect until its next turn.
Ignore that.
All right, so you moved, you transformed, you took your action. I think that's it for you, right?
Yeah.
He-Man Bubs, what do you do?
Squish it, man.
I'm just gonna try to, while it's stunned, I'm just gonna try wailing on it as hard as I can, as fast as I can, while enraging.
Double advantage.
Let's see.
So what's that? +2 to hit on top of everything else?
No. It's advantage on the first one, and the second one gives you +1, and then +2, and then +3.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, okay.
and that
alright.
was the day that Ninja gave every enemy.
I'm
an
going
I
to use Great Weapon Mastery to -5 and do extra 10 damage if they hit. So let's see. First one is somehow still a miss.
Oof.
Second one is a 19 with the advantage. So hits, 20 hits, and 18 just hits.
So 3 hits,
So 3 hits.
3 damages.
3 damages. 1, that's 41. Another 41. And
Wait, how are you at
34.
+10 damage?
Using Great Weapon Master, -5 to hit, +10 damage. Because I'm
So a bunch of those
swinging
missed
real
then.
hard. I do
Well, then a bunch of
wind
those
up,
missed.
swing it back, and smack him real hard.
Well, he's probably got the modifier factored into that, right?
It is. The +16 is already.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Why does one say. What is. Oh, yeah, the modifier says +18. There you go. I was looking at the total numbers earlier.
So your normal
5
attack
to 6.
modifier is 11? Jesus.
No, my normal modifier is 6, but I'm raging, so it adds +2, so it goes to 8, and then +10 for the Great Weapon Master Fighter. Because my strength is at 20 already, so that's +5, and then +1 for the +1
Okay.
magic weapon.
God almighty, that's a lot of knocks.
So that is 82 plus 34. That's 100.
116.
So normally you'd have +11 to hit?
Normally I have +10 to hit.
So how are you getting to 6 from -5?
Oh, wait, are you talking about plus damage or to hit?
To hit.
To hit.
10 plus 1 is 11, -5 is 6.
Because right now all of your attack rolls had +6 on them.
Yeah.
Okay, to hit. Okay, so proficiency bonus is 4, and then my strength is 5, so that's 9, and then the +1 to hit, so 10.
10.
So technically
You
you
should
should
be at
have
5.
been 5 to hit. Because 10 minus
Unless I add
5.
one.
Do you have an effect going that's giving you +1?
Trinket, perhaps?
It makes a difference because that last attack wouldn't have hit otherwise.
Yeah. Huh, you're right. Okay, so take off the 34 damage then.
All right. You still did 82 damage. It had 97. He dies. Splat.
Oh, jeez.
He's actually got a hit point left, but close enough.
Didn't even need my stun.
Scorbeak goes and pecks his last remaining eyeball out.
Right.
It does indeed.
It's like make
Scorby,
me
feel
disappear from
feeling.
existence, huh?
Leiron like moves back a bit to the further and to the bigger space, and he points upwards and he goes, "What the fuck was that? The deal we signed was that I get power in order for being here. Why the fuck where did it all go?" Like out to his patron, and I expect a reply.
It was only gone for 6 seconds. Calm down.
6 seconds too long. 6 seconds too fucking long. I demand an entire turn's worth of fucking reward or something, patron.
A light shines down from the heavens as the clouds part, and you feel a great sense of shrug.
That was great.
Asshole.
That was great.
Asshole.
I forget how freaking scary He-Man is when he's hasted. The amount of damage he can just put out there is just insane.
Well, you need that if you're fighting CR13 monsters on the regular, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but it just makes my spellcaster like kind of like, meh. You did a lightning bolt, and did 16 damage. Like,
I mean, it is supposed to be a way to shoot through multiple people, not just shoot at one guy. Oh god, I crashed. Tabletop.
Yeah, he's right. If you fire that lightning bolt down a line of like 20 enemies, then it really counts.
I don't know. It just happened to be my most powerful spell I could think of at the moment.
And he
It's
made
like
the
if
save.
if I try to go fight an army of people, like that's gonna be less impressive for me.
Yeah, if
It's-
I drop a fireball every turn for 3 consecutive turns.
He is
It
much
does.
better for single targets, whereas we're more suited
Yeah.
for larger amounts.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's the thing. We can split our damage better.
But he
Beams
can
and
do
all
that all freaking day, nonstop. We run out of spell slots eventually.
Well,
I
remember,
run out of potion
we can
eventually.
Wait, did we kill the beholder?
You did.
yeah,
Oh,
I did, chopped it up real hard, very angry.
why were we worrying about this?
82 damage in one turn. Bam.
I wasn't
Well,
worrying
because
about it. The spellcasters
anti-mag-
were worrying about it.
I was worried about it. Yeah,
The fact that you know,
Then Werewolf came out and ripped its eye out.
out of 3 out of 5 of your characters, yeah, 3 out of 5 of your characters are spellcasters.
All right. We don't have much time left, so let's try to hurry through this next section.
you're the one who gave us a beholder.
I know.
We would have killed him in one round if it weren't for you.
You killed it very quickly anyway.
I was gonna try and kill it with my familiar, but it couldn't get
Oh, shit,
close.
yeah, I only have a half.
I,
hour left.
I wanted to make you guys shit bricks for a second, and the beholder's the best way to do it.
Well, bricks were shat,
Yes.
so congratulations.
Can we resummon the fat cultist priest through the dark shrine?
When you look back there at the Dark Shrine, he's not there.
No, I want to rub it in his
Yeah,
face.
I hope he
kill
shit
his
some
mighty-
bricks by watching his beholder explode.
Yeah, we just hide the beholder's head behind He-Man's body, and we're like, we got a little surprise for you. And He-Man picks up one of its giant eye stalks and waves it like it's a hand back at him, and we're all there smiling with blood on our faces, going, "Hello!" And he's just like, "Oh my god, we're fucking doomed."
But well, you can't really hold up its head. It is a head. The whole body is a head.
No, I mean like one of its eye rays, one of its eye stalks.
Oh,
one of its
oh,
stalks.
oh. I see
Yeah,
what
and
you're
wave
saying.
that like it's a hand.
I thought you were like trying to hold it up Medusa style from, you know, what the
do we-
hell's that old ass movie? I can't think of the name of.
If
Wrath of
this
the Gods,
is-
something like that.
If this is literally a beholder, which I think is unkillable, by the way, I don't know. Is there like a body? Can we loot it?
The beholder is a aberration. It is a powerfully magical creature, so you definitely would want to harvest parts from it for magic item creation. This thing is intensely magical. The components of its body are incredibly valuable. It doesn't have any treasure. You can loot it, but you won't find anything. But if
It
you
is
harvest,
treasure.
if you
I'm
harvest the body, it is treasure.
gonna harvest its eyes.
'Kay.
Yeah, ones that shoot the beams.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you'd want to
the
roll a
whole-
survival check. And
Just
if
like
you
that.
are
Harvest everything good.
If you are successful with a survival check, you can get 7 eye stalks.
That's fucking okay then. That's an actual one.
Oh.
In a
What is an
fury, you eat all of the eyes.
Oh, come on.
What else?
Really?
Really?
They were too delicious to pass up.
If you want them, they're in my belly.
I say to Rickaril, what the hell did you do that for?
I was hungry.
However,
I
the
don't
main
care if
central
you'll have-
eye still is there. If somebody else wants to attempt a survival check, you
I
might
carve it. I carve it mine now. before
I wonder what the
before
big eye
Mr.
tastes like.
before Mr. Hungry Pupil decides what the hell he wants to eat next. I harvest that anti-magic eye.
It's like spaghetti hanging out of his mouth, except it's all eye stalks.
Gross. Oh, do I have to roll for survival?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that got kicked out of the tabletop?
Yes.
Well, Caster hasn't been able to rejoin, but aside from him, everyone's here.
14.
Still unsuccessful. I'm
Oh.
afraid all you get is some eye goo. If you have a container, you can catch some of the eye goo, but you were unable to get the full eye.
I do not have a container.
Doesn't anybody have a bottle? Didn't one of you drink a potion?
Yeah, I
was the
have some
first
empty potion vials.
I have a question. What would have happened if I used a smoke bomb on the beholder?
That's supposed to be a
Beholders
survival
have
check.
dark vision, but they don't have devil sight, so it would have worked.
Well, Devil's Sight wouldn't have done it anyway.
So I got a 22. That's supposed to be a survival. It's still +5. I just
Alright.
hit the wrong button.
You get
So I don't know if I
22 beholder teeth.
Ooh.
They're sharp and pointy.
I'm making a necklace.
Well, I don't think there's anything else left other than the carcass. Oh, I want to.
You know very well the werewolf is going to try to eat the damn carcass.
Werewolf can eat whatever the hell he wants. I'm honestly considering killing him after losing all those eyes, eating all the eyes.
Oh, yeah, we probably didn't need it anyways.
Probably didn't need. It did 43 damage to him.
It looks fine to me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I still need to roll the heal. I wonder if I pass out.
Did I
Passes
take
out.
my- Yeah, I took my
Passes
10%.
out as I said that.
You know,
Scorbeak still has a turn, so you're automatically. Everyone within the vicinity is automatically healed 9 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
I don't think anyone else actually got hit or hurt except for poor He-Man.
Yep.
Like, he got lit up. I mean, if
Alright,
he
I
would
did
have failed
not
those
pass
tests, that
out.
would have been.
Can I get promoted, please?
You would have taken 79 damage if you had passed your checks.
I would be knocked out if I failed both of those.
Yeah. I mean, he did a shit ton of damage. If we hadn't taken him out as fast as we did, we would have. It could have gotten bad.
8d6, 2 turns in a row. Oof. It wasn't even 2 turns. It was like within 1 turn because he had that legendary action.
Mm-hmm. Can he use the same eye in the same turn, or does he have 2 enervation eyes?
Basically, it says just roll a d10, and whatever you roll is what eye goes off.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So I rolled a 5 a couple times, so that's what happened.
Okay.
Right, shall we plod on then? As we say over here in over here in Wales, we shall plod on. Carry on, good boy.
Maybe.
Ooh. Yes, we have many leagues to travel.
Honestly, I just hope that we don't come across
We
one
already
of those.
destroyed the Stark Shrine, right?
We
Rickroll
haven't
shot it or
touched it.
something.
Not yet. Do you want to?
I thought Rickroll shot it.
He did
Rick
damage
Can
to
we
it, but it
pee
isn't
on or
destroyed.
something?
Okay, I go smash it.
Smash. Okay.
Does it have loot?
It does not.
Does it do any of the whatchamacallit, the what are those things called? The curio stuff
Curio.
when I smash it.
Nah, this one's a unique effect that the cultists are using.
Cool. I smash it out of anger and move on.
Leiron remarks, "It's a shame we can't rub it in his face that we killed his quote-unquote omnipotent guardian as if it were a piece of cheesecake."
His new god.
Well, one of his gods. One of his deities. Perhaps a lesser god. Who knows?
I should have said this is Sparta when I killed it.
It is peculiar, though. I've never met a creature with the ability to cancel out all of my magical prowess.
Bear with me just a moment while I set something up.
Okay.
Oh god, just a
I
room
guess
full
my
of death.
question of whether or not it was an Eldritch being is rather moot. Unless we run into another one.
I expend one one first level spell slot and recover my sorcery points.
Fair enough. Almost ready. 1 second.
Undoes the thing. 2 beholders.
Let's
the
see how many
beholders
beholders
kill
you
each
can
other?
take out at once. They are very jealous and chaotic evil, so yeah, they don't get along. Although in the Spelljammer series, which was an AD&D thing,
Second edition.
there was a whole nation. Yeah, there was a whole nation of space-faring beholders. In fact, they had their own demi-plane that had a whole breed of different beholders. There was a whole beholders book where they had like 17 different subspecies of beholder. It was wild. The 80s.
I had to import something. It's probably going to kick you all in a moment.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. How fucking
Well, by the
dare
time I
you.
log back in, it's gonna. By the time I log back in, it's gonna be, time for me to go.
Well, at least you'll get to see what's happening in this room.
Something else that has anti-magic. How many different creatures have anti-magic?
Like, I think the beholder's the only one, isn't it? Probably not.
All right, so I'm going to reveal some stuff. Hang on a second. So, when He-Man walks around the corner, there's another Dark Shrine.
Oh boy.
Of course there is.
Can
Damn
I
it, we should've-
immediately smash it?
We should have brought the corpse.
When He-Man appears in front of the Dark Shrine, the magic swirl appears, and the fat cultist appears once again. His face is twisted in a scowl of rage, and he'll say, "How dare you kill Xerxes the Mighty? I will summon another powerful demon to destroy you, invader." And then he says a bunch of stuff in Undercommon, which only Zalder can understand. Zalder, you overhear him say...
No, I don't understand Undercommon at all.
I
That's
do.
wrong.
Or
Undercommon.
Leiron.
Zolda speaks a bit
Leiron,
less.
you hear the Undercommon.
Yes. Can I, as he's saying this, can I just say, give us whatever you want, we're just going to kill him again.
That's wasting your own team back there. Once we
And
get to
you too will die.
all you're
I
doing
really-
is just prolonging your death.
Is that the siren? Or,
right.
no.
So over here, He-Man, ahead of you, you can see that this room is full of water. There's a small lake in the center of this area of swirling dark waters. So the summoning that the fat cultist says like, by the powers of the dark, I summon the Wastrelith from the abyss. Smite my enemies with your dark corruption. All right, so let me set up the initiative.
Promotions and waiting for long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Yeah,
What the hell is a Wastrelith?
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm very happy. I mean, I got some combat and I RP'd to my potential.
I liked it. I was just hoping we were gonna finish the thing.
He-Man got to be a damage-dealing, single-target
Maniac.
killing motherfucker. Yeah, maniac. That's exactly
Missed a
what
bunch of attacks though.
it happens.
Okay,
It's rolling really low.
promotions, initiative. Okay, so top of the initiative. Leiron Lifegiver, you hear the fat cultist snarling and cursing and summoning the Wastrolith. The Wastrolith rises as it's being summoned from the dark waters of the abyss. And you see that in the distance over here. So what do you do?
Question really is, am I expecting... Nah, that can wait. I start flying. Move over to this area. Actually, is that such a good idea? I'll do it. Fuck it. I will fly over here, elevate myself, and I will Eldritch Blast the Wastrolith. And as a bonus action, I will have Scorbeak cast Hand of Light.
Hand of Light just heals us all for 9.
No, Hand of Light. Actually, do you
Oh
need
wait,
to?
that's the damage, right?
I thought you healed yourself for the most part. Only 51. You'll have to wait until the Scorbeak's in. Yeah, where was I?
Hand of Light, attack roll.
Hand of Right? Yep, let's do that first.
This is an unholy target, so you get your bonus damage.
Is it? But now you tell me! Why didn't you start with that?
Well, you didn't know.
No,
now
I
you
didn't
now you know because you're hitting it.
Can I change my choice then?
You don't learn it until it hits.
Is it another beholder?
Okay,
Is that what
so
it is?
no, it's a strange water creature.
This is
Okay.
like in Pokemon when you hit something and it says it was super effective.
Oh, okay.
So you don't know until you cast it.
I'm sure it's +7.
Okay,
But let me
yeah,
just
that's
make sure.
fair.
Radiant damage +7 damage versus unholy targets. Yeah, so I'll do Scorpius first. So roll to hit. I got an 11 because it's a
Oh
natural.
god. Well, never mind. So
God damn it.
this is rough. Magic attack critical fail. You get wrapped up in your spellcasting and forget to watch your surroundings. Enemies have advantage on their first attack roll against you until the next round.
That's Scorbeak, by the way. That's Scorbeak's casting, not me.
Well, it wasn't his turn.
No, I can do it as part of my Eldritch Invocation.
Mm.
As a bonus action, I can have my familiar make an attack.
All right. All right.
So that affects Scorbeak. But that's a damn shame.
Well, also
I-
there's a little bit of stress. So you take 11, and others take 8.
Well,
just-
Scorbeak takes 11, but Scorbeak doesn't take stress.
Just He-Man, I guess. Nobody else saw.
How much stress?
8.
8.
Okay. 34.
Okay. So do I still know if it's unholy or not?
No.
Boo.
But, well, technically yes, because he said, I summoned thee from the abyss. You know the abyss is one of the hells, and the hells are unholy. So yes, you know.
All right. I'll try Hand of Light again. But this time through Leiron. Let's just hope to God it's not another natural 1.
21 will
Yeah,
hit.
it's better. 21 will hit. Huzzah! It deals... Just adding the modifier. 21 damage.
How much time would you say passed between now and we fought the beholder?
6 seconds.
Okay, cool. So I'm still technically hasted from 1 potion.
Yeah, like you finished the beholder, you walked like 20 feet, and suddenly another boss battle. This is what you'd call in video games like the boss rush,
Yep.
or like the
I'm
gauntlet.
guessing I'm still werewolf.
It's like monster.
Yeah, you could still be in werewolf form if you want.
Yeah, keep me on that side.
Actually, how many seconds
Oh
have gone?
wait,
Hang on, how many turns have gone? How many seconds did you say? 6.
Well, you finished the beholder,
One
and
turn.
like literally the next turn this happened.
But we also did carvings and stuff.
Well, yeah, all right. So you guys would have spent a little bit of time doing that.
Oh, okay.
How long does haste
Is my-
last?
A minute.
Oh yeah, your haste is done. It would have taken more than a minute to do all the carving.
Alright, cool. Then that means my rage also went away then.
What about my Hand of Light buff? That lasts 3 turns. Does that mean
Gone.
6?
Definitely
No.
gone.
Oh, that's way
Aw.
gone.
Ooh, it's back.
What does that buff do, anyway?
Gives me +7 damage for all of my Vestal skills, which is pretty handy because since it's a cantrip, if I have 2 unholy targets in front of me, I can twin it with meta magic.
And does the +7 only work against unholy, or it
Yes.
stacks with the bonus to unholy?
The +7 of Hand of Light only works if it's unholy.
Okay.
But then the bonus damage is for everything.
Yeah, the bonus damage is for every Vestal skill. But the skill itself only does a D12, so...
D12
Yeah.
plus 7. It's not too bad.
Mm.
Can do like 19 damage. For a cantrip, that's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, so where are we at, Zelda?
Yep, Sol's turn.
Solver. Trying to determine what action I should take. Sorry.
This is probably going to be the last turn before we call it for the night. Got about 10 minutes left.
Well, the last round of combat.
Yes, the last round of combat before we call it and save.
Should we start starting earlier?
I start my other Saturday game at 7. Is that all right? I mean, if you guys want to
I'm
get
not
an extra
really
hour.
available earlier, though.
Yeah, it's a problem. I could do it,
Alright.
but if you guys can't all make it, it's not worth it.
If I check ahead of time, I can try and make arrangements, but normally I'm in charge of putting the kids to bed, and they go to bed at 8.
Right.
uh,
Yeah, I feel like 8's probably the best time. I almost wish the other game was at 8 also, because getting ready by 7 is rough. I'm such a night owl. I stay up all night and sleep all day, and then it's like I have like an hour to eat breakfast before it's time to game.
You guys want to do it an hour later? I'm fine with that.
Well, they were talking about an hour earlier.
Oh, okay.
You know what? All right.
Because I just woke up at 5. My
That's like
time.
me. 5 p.m. Perfect time to wake up. As soon as the sun goes down, I wake right up.
Yep.
Just like a vampire, I crawl out of my crypt as soon as I'm safe from the rays of the sun.
Do you guys want to do this tomorrow? Probably not, right?
It work until like 8.
So I'm gonna move here.
I can make it. I'll just be like 20 minutes late. That's all.
Let's spell. I'm just gonna go and use my darkest dungeon. Are you still hurt, He-Man?
No, I ended up
Oh, you
healing from my
wrecked it.
troll armor while we were walking
Okay.
and waiting
I
for
forget
the
that
ice
that
stock
works
things.
out of combat. All right. I'm just gonna use my abyssal artillery. Actually, can I see him from right there? Not really. Huh?
Corner to corner,
Oh,
you can.
good. Okay. That's better because now, 1, 2, 3, yeah, I'm 20 feet away. More than 20 feet away. So we get +3 to my roll. Spell attack is +8. Spell attack is +8. Normal. So 18 to hit.
Barely hits. 18 is his AC.
Oof, time to bring that
Okay.
thing down.
He would take extra damage if he is Eldritch.
I'm gonna say he's not Eldritch. He is more on the unholy side, being a demon.
Well, I just almost rolled max damage anyway, so he takes 21 damage from a giant flying tentacle to the face.
Okay.
I would have thought that Eldritch would have been demons. unholy is like resurrected, because it says here that what is this? Hang on. It says as a note, unholy targets include undead, ghouls, gargoyles, mad prophets, necromancers.
Now, this is definitely more. This is an unholy thing. This is a demon. And then like Eldritch is more along the lines of aberrations. They're like the Koatoa
Made of
fishmen.
magic kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
they're
you're
like
counting
weird,
Eldritch
weird
aberration.
biological creatures that are aberrant.
And then Zolder's gonna do his normal poof, get out of line of sight nonsense that he likes to do.
Cool. You pop behind a safe wall.
Yeah, yeah. At least a wall he hopes is safe.
All right, Rikaril, you're pretty far from the enemy. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at it.
All right, so you move here.
Are you still big?
It's in a werewolf form.
You're still in werewolf form, so you won't be able to
Alright.
operate a crossbow.
Oh, then I guess I'm gonna try to get body slamming close.
All right.
Could have
well,
turned back into a
let's
human
see,
if you want.
5,
Plenty of time to.
10, 15,
I
20,
guess he could dash to try to get
25,
close.
30, 35. If you use a dash, it's like 60 movement will get you up to the enemy.
Yeah, I can do that.
But you're going to have to squeeze to get in here, which puts you at disadvantage.
That's fine.
And you're not going to be able to attack this turn because it took your action to dash. You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna take that much damage.
Okay. You run right up, boldly charging up into the face of the demon from the depths. All right. Let's see what the Wastrelith can do. The Wastrelith... tongue twister. The Wastrelith uses an ability called a Grasping Spout. So
Okay.
a creature it can see within 60 feet is submerged. Let me copy one of these.
Oh boy.
Where do I want to target this? I was going to target He-Man initially, but now that Rikaril's right here, I might want to target him instead.
And you do?
All right. So the Wastrelith has command of the waters, and it sends the waters from his swirling pool gushing at Rikaril. Rikaril, roll a DC 17 strength saving throw against the power of the water.
I have advantage.
But that depends on whether both your rolls are good. They could both be bad.
20.
Oh, look at that. Well done.
All right. So you resist the power of the water, but you are now considered underwater. Your entire space is entirely filled with water now.
Alright.
So you're going to be holding your breath because you're not going to be able to breathe until you get out of that space. Also, for future rolls, if you're underwater when he uses grasping spout on you, it gives you disadvantage, which will negate your advantage, so it'll just be a straight roll in the future.
Alright.
All right, so he did that. And then he makes 3 attacks, a bite and 2 claws. So, Rikaril. First I'm going to do the 2 claws. So it lashes out with its 2 hooked hands. He has a +9 to hit. I roll an 11 and a 4, so with +9 that's a 20 and a 13.
First one hits.
The 20 hits. So the first claw lands, and it's going to do... let's see if I have a roller for this. Yes. 16 damage. It does piercing damage because it's like a big hook that hooks into your body.
Alright.
All right. And once he hooks you, then he's going to attempt to bite you with his huge beak. And his bite is only an 11 to hit, which misses.
Ooh, what else does he have?
I'm just looking at something here. All right. I'm just gonna assume you keep your mouth closed and hold your breath, so none of that water gets in your mouth.
Yeah.
All right, he's done. He-Man Bubs. You just saw all that happen. What do you do?
I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, we're fighting another god thing, and I drink another potion of haste that's on my bandolier.
Who even needs rage?
You should put out a
I'm gonna
counter or something to say you have haste for this many turns for next time.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be like 60, isn't it?
10, 60 turns.
No,
Is it
it's
60? It's for 1 minute. It's just 10 turns.
10 turns.
yeah, 10. Sorry, yeah, 10.
So maybe like set it at 9 because you've used one of your 10.
I sincerely doubt it'll matter.
Alright,
Why not?
So
This will be done
5,
before
10,
10.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, I should mention the Wastrelith also makes a noise. So while it's fighting, it's screeching. So be aware that its screeching may attract attention from some things.
So with that warning, we know it will attract attention.
It's making quite a fuss. And if there's other creatures in the darkest dungeon, as there almost always are, they might come.
Like all these polyps.
Yes. This is the Bat Cave back here. You guys didn't make it to the Bat Cave, but the Bat Cave might come to you.
Okay. One of my actions is going to be spent using Battle Ballad, so everybody's going to have
Oh my god, so many
+2 to
creatures.
hit and a lot of initiative bonus. Where's
So, how the hell are we meant to get in here? Or are we not meant to?
If you look, since I've revealed it, you can see the door.
Oh, yeah. Now I see.
It's
Oh,
just a little
that-
offset because I didn't have room for it.
and then we're going to attack him twice with my 15-foot reach of massiveness. Initiative bonus. So everyone go apply the Battle Ballad initiative bonus.
You have to squeeze
Someone give me
there.
a plus. Someone give me a 10.
So is it a disadvantage?
Disadvantage for squeezing.
Okay.
What's the bonus again? 2? 5?
+2 to hit. The initiative is +4.
Yeah, so someone put my initiative to 10.
You got it? All right.
There you go, done.
Can I be half in the water? What happens if I'm halfway in the water?
Yes, you can be half in the water. Nothing happens.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not squeezing anymore.
Nope.
So I'll attack it. This is +2 to hit. So it's a 16. Wait, do I have advantage because of Rick Rolls or no?
I'm gonna say no.
16. You said his AC was 18, so that misses.
So you cleave into him, but this thing, its carapace is really tough. Like this thing is used to extreme pressures of being in the depths of the deep ocean, so its body is like incredibly durable.
And I swing again for nat 20.
Critical hit. Bam.
Ba-ba-bam.
All right, let me get the roll here. What it says is you kick your target's weapon out of their hands. Can't do it.
Oh.
So no bonus effect, but it does do the double damage.
Can we see him for stress relief? Are there walls here? I can't tell.
Nope, nobody sees
Rick
it.
Roll can see
No.
me, right?
Is it within 20 feet, though? Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is.
5,
All right, so Rikaril, you lose 8 stress.
How much stress do I lose?
You lose 13.
13? Okay.
Oh wow.
So he takes 6. Is 45 points of damage. Does he take any extra damage from lightning?
He's resistant to lightning.
Oh, okay. So he takes.
Oh.
He takes 1 less damage then. The less damage is the
All right. You
lightning.
do 44 to him. That puts him at 86 damage. Ouch.
I'm just gonna say this moving forward, but the first 3 damage dice, well, in this case, because it's a critical, the first damage dice are the physical, and then after that will be the acid because that's the type damage that's attached to the sword, and then
Gotcha.
the lightning is just thrown on after.
All right.
So those were my 2 attacks, my bonus action, and pretty much all of my movements. That's my turn.
All right. So Scorbeak already did something on Leiron's turn. Does he have anything else? Does he move or anything?
Yeah, he still has an action, a bonus action, an interaction, and a reaction. He has everything. He hasn't taken his turn yet.
Didn't you make him cast a spell?
I did, but that was on my turn.
Doesn't that use his reaction?
Nope.
I thought anytime you do anything through your familiar, it uses something.
It does use a reaction, but not this time. Not as a. Think of it as it's using up my bonus action.
Yeah.
That's the action that was used. Scorbeak. Hand of Light. Can it see it?
If he's on you, yeah.
Good.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it's obscured. You can only see Rikaril in the water.
I can only see Rikaril. Is it heavily obscured? The
Yes.
rates. What if
Actually,
I
if you have your head cage on, you would be able to see it.
I can see it, but Scorbeak can't.
No.
What if I sent Scorbeak into the water? Would it then be able to see it?
So, like this whirlpool here, imagine it's tall. So I don't know if I can do this with the
Like a water spout.
volume.
It's gonna
scale.
make a.
It's
gonna make a really
uh,
big
it's
block
like
of
this,
white.
right? And Rikaril is inside of it. And so that's creating sort of like a spinning wall of water that is opaque. You can't really see through unless you have your helmet, which allows you to, but
Right.
most people can't.
Right. So disadvantage then. It's heavily obscured. It's not invisible. It's heavily obscured. It's not hidden. So disadvantage.
Roll to hit.
This is gonna suck, but okay.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. Where
Could
is
roll
where is
double
it?
20s.
I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna try my luck, and I'm not gonna go Hand of Light. I'm gonna go Divine Comfort. No, not that. Illumination. I'm going to try and illuminate it so that it has -6 AC for 3 turns.
Mm.
Come on, big money. Oh, does that hit?
22 hits.
Hooray! Make a wisdom save. Oh, well, actually, yeah, make a wisdom save. You get dealt 15 damage.
Let's see.
Wait, was that right? No, that was wrong. Sorry, not 15. You get dealt 8 damage.
Oh, goddamn. He has advantage because he's magic resistant, but I rolled a 2 and a 4.
Wow. So you, my friend, have -6 AC for 3 turns. Your 18 AC has gone down to 2.
Did it do damage?
Yes, it dealt
8 damage?
8.
Okay.
8 damage.
His AC went down to 12.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I heard
Yeah.
Mad God say to 2.
All right. Father Arid, what do you do?
Yeah, it's gone from 8 to
Father
2.
Arid is far as hell away from anything. There's no real openings. He's gonna take a dash action. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can he teleport through the water? I mean, it's 10 feet.
Yeah, you can teleport wherever.
Okay, so he's in the last square of water, I guess. And then he's gonna swim out. So I'm not sure how much that'll use. I'll just assume he's got like let's see. So that
Moving
was
through 5 feet of
30,
water caused 10 feet of movement.
So 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So I guess he can make it here.
From here, with your passive perception, you hear a bunch of chirping noises.
Oh, get ready for company, guys. Something's coming this way.
A whole lot of flapping and chirping.
Hmm.
Let me see. Flapping and chirping. Hold on 1 second. Oh, that's an action. Yeah, so he's used his action, his movement action, and his bonus action. So yeah, I guess he's done.
All right. So Father Arid moves. I guess we're going to wrap it up there. So
Yep.
to all of our non-viewers out in Twitch land, thanks for checking out the VOD.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. Sorry.
It's been really real. Catch you next week or Saturday if you go to watch my Saturday game. Good night, Twitch.